To the GME community, it's been a long battle. Fudge, shills, corrupt hearings, corrupt politicians and regulators, smoke and mirrors and a front row seat to the greatest clown show on planet Earth. Hey yo, whoops, let's get it, they ain't ready. About to open up a can on Mafia Don Kennedy. Short position heavy, he walked the edge of machete. The premiums, I bet margin is calling them already. And Jeff Yas taking the loss, Susquehanna going down to the tuna, Rick of spades and bananas. Wonder how much stamina Mafia got left. Gonna bond DRS till we beat you to death. DTCC, screw the booch big time. Jaw, you something the big doodle this time. Processing the split wrong, deliver it. In the words of Wooch, couldn't deliver it. So they splitting it absent, the dividend. Way to let us know that the MOAS is imminent. So evident, overwhelming the evidence. Share swim infinity pool as forever, man.
We buy GME to DRS. Our shares is our destiny.
Buy, hold, and DRS, we're golden.
We buy GME to DRS. Our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
Yeah, time to deliver it. Hands turning straight into diamonds. They're shimmering. Smile on the air, but behind scenes they're quivering. Games coming soon with the mutable and it's simmering. Yeah, and I can't wait till they release that. On the marketplace, collecting pieces like I'm B-Strat. And you know I need that. Come and spin the wheel like Kyoto. GME run the game and you know so. I'm on a rant like Marantz. The financial situation of the shorts is advanced. It's a sham, it's a mockery. A land full of gluttony. Victor in California told Jimmy Chill to suck on knees. These ones are just a gentle tease. They short the ETFs, rack up the STDs. Feels like I'm on DMT, Wooch and DMT, shout out to DFB, I be like
we buy GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Buy, hold, and DRS, we're golden.
We buy GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them.
Sold them, I hold them while it's getting swollen. Daniel W. has got the memes of the Cohen. Dave Lauer, we the investors are so emboldened. Take back the power, collectors are in control. And time to get busy. Tinfoil theories, dizzy market dilly. Super stock broken down, get the word around town. Wooch and DMT up in the ears, turn it up now. And holler what now?
Swinging around, go for chucks like Kung Pao. The MOAS coming, the world be like wow. Not looking pretty for finance committee. Time to wake up, Keith, rubbing kitty right now. Tried to warn media looking the other way. They like
there is no war here in Ba Sing Se.
I'm like, okay, don't escape Pompeii. There's a fork in history, you headed the wrong way.
We buy GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Buy, hold, and DRS, we're golden.
We buy GME to DRS, our shares is our destiny.
Bought up all the synthetic shares, they short sold them. Buy, hold, and DRS, we're golden. Buy, hold, and DRS, we're golden. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz. Welcome to Marantz.
Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I guess the show's starting now. I've been busy. It says, I'm wondering where there'll be a Power Packs app. That would be amazing. Dennis, that's a good question. You know, I'm assuming there already is. I think you can go to the website, not the app itself, but I think you can do everything on your phone, and it looks pretty good on your phone because I've seen people record stuff off of their phone and show it. I just want to thank everyone for coming back again. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I'm wearing one of the original hoodies. one of the original hoodies from the show, my old logo, everything I did when I first started. And, of course, on the back it says, all the good stuff. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. This is my first hoodie that my wife ever made for me on the show. And I wore it because the house was cold. I was like, damn, it's cold up in here. And not that I have a sponsor for the show. I just like the hat. It was a hat that was given to me as a gift. Doesn't mean anything, There's nothing. It's just me. There's me, you, and nothing but space and opportunity. It's going to be as good as you make it. Honestly, I'm coming to grips with what I'm doing, and there's a lot of pressure, a lot of commotion, a lot of moving parts for my life. And I had told my wife recently that I think I want to do YouTube, and people looked at me like I'm crazy. And because there's a point where it's not about the money. That's the whole thing for me. It's about having this option in life of, when I die, do I have any regrets? Is this something that I could have done or I should have done? It's actually something that my father did. My father was the number one DJ in the whole Coachella Valley where I grew up. Riverside County, he was the most popular DJ. He has all the gold albums on the record, on the walls, all these awards and everything. And I remember when we were young, he had got offered to go DJ in a nightclub in New York. And a guy came down and said, I want you in my club in New York. You're the best. Let's go do it. And we could rock it. And my dad, he still, he tells that story of how he turned it down because he had a job and he had a life and he couldn't react to the things he wanted to react to. And I look around me, and the one thing holding me back is that I'm so set in my way of not risking something for the lack of comfort. I just honestly, guys, I play it safe. I play it safe a lot. Not in my investment, because I'm in one of the most courageous investments in the last 5 years of GameStop being a great company for everyone. But me personally, I'm just talking about myself this morning. I want you to know that I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to try my best. And that's why, if you haven't noticed an uptick in content in the last 3 days, you should have noticed. You should have noticed me being on top of it. I'm just really dialed in right now for what we're doing. And it's a pressure I'm putting on myself, and I'm going to keep it going. And I'll look at it when it's all said and done. I won't turn around and look at numbers anytime soon. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep grinding. So when you see videos, guys, you can support the show, the channel, do it your way. Watch, like, and subscribe, do your thing. It helps. It helps with the algorithm, helps pushing out the info from this channel. It means a lot. It really does, because I'm going to keep grinding for GameStop and obviously for the information, the education that you learn here. And then you might take it with you, and you might say, it's worth it. It's worth it to watch this show, or it's worth it to support Marantz and the crew, all of us here, that we do this. So I'm just very thankful, and I'm going to keep grinding. So back to it, guys. I know it was announced that the United States finally broke over the $37 trillion mark for debt, and it's not a great thing as far as other people are concerned. For me personally, I don't get confused by the numbers. Huge numbers like that, $37 trillion, doesn't mean much when you print six. You printed six just for COVID, and now we're looking at markets that are overvalued, and you're currently looking for things that are undervalued in an overvalued market, and you're looking for fair value, and that's where GameStop comes into play. Okay. Yes, you're welcome for me going live. I'm going to try to go live as often as I can, but I'm looking for fair value, and there's some people out there, some things out there that are not doing it the same way that you and I would be doing it. I'll give you the example of Nvidia. Nvidia is claiming profits based off of every contract that they've signed, not that they've been paid out on. And I promise you that everyone that has agreed to these contracts doesn't necessarily mean that they can pay them out and or fulfill them. It's just a number. It's a bluff. And what I mean by a bluff, they are pumping their own companies. I don't know if people know this about Nvidia. Nvidia just bought about 7 million more shares of CoreWeave. And CoreWeave has been pumping their own revenue, their own money, into Nvidia. So that's called round tripping. When you have one company investing in this company, and this company takes those investments and puts it right back into the same said company. We're just moving the numbers from one section to the next. And as you're circulating these funds, that's what's happening with Nvidia and CoreWeave. And it was announced now that CoreWeave has dropped down in price even more, Nvidia bought more. To give an example of Nvidia's book, they own 91% of their portfolio. Their portfolio, 91% of it is CoreWeave. Then you have another 4 to 5% of ARM holdings, and then the other one, Applied Technologies, whatever it may be. They literally are just buying CoreWeave and propping it up, holding, I believe it's 34 million shares of CoreWeave. That's a brand new IPO, brand new thing to go out there and take the money from the public and confuse you. That's fine. For me personally, no way. No way can they explain it away, because I know CoreWeave was bought and paid for by private equity. They've borrowed over $9 billion of cash, and they're deploying that cash, and that somehow gives them value in this market. Not for me. So I want people to understand some of these investments you need to look at. Do not get notifications for your videos anymore, Marantz. It happens. I don't know what's going on with the algorithms. I will tell you this. We've had 50 subscribers over the weekend. So 50 new subscribers is a lot. For this channel, considering we've been shadow banned for 5 years. No one's been out here pushing out this channel. No celebrities, no other YouTubers and promoters, no one. Yet they all want to come here and talk to you guys and try to get you guys to be part of their following or show their channel. And that's why I'm so protective of GameStop investors. If people only knew, we're the only real ones on the internet. We have the money. We're going to have the money. And all of Wall Street is positioning themselves so that they can go along the ride with us. I think they finally waving the white flag right now. I think this earnings report is going to do exactly what we want it to do, push you to another step. And then maybe everyone's just along for the ride. And we just, set sail into that S&P 500, into the glorious stock market that wants to hold you down but can't. They have to run with you. So that's it. No pressure, Marantz. We're going to ride with you, bro. Thank you. We'll all be great investors with Marantz leading us. I don't want to take that title as in to say I lead you, but I will tell you, I'll educate you, just like I educate myself over all these years and learning, what I believe in, how I do it, and why I do it. I think it was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I stopped watching NFL football. I stopped watching NFL football for a couple of reasons. One, I felt it was too woke, just to put it in layman's terms, but the way I see it is they started taking a knee and not respecting this country. Additionally, they started promoting other things that I wouldn't promote, and they allowed you to fuse in these woke ideas and the DEI hires and however they want to call it. But I think it was when Drew Brees had to apologize for supporting his family and the military family that he has. And that was where you just rubbed me wrong. I'm like, no, wait, I won't watch. So by me not watching the NFL, me not watching sports, period, I tell you, I have toned down my sports watching by about 99%. Cranky Tobin, thank you so much for the support of the show, man. That's massive. But to tell you guys that I've toned it down on sports is because you can't confuse me with the circus. And that's what happens. But there are certain people out there that try to stand on their 10 toes, like Dan Campbell, the coach of the Lions, and or Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys. We're not going to do that. We're just going to play the game. We're just here for that. Well, me personally, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to watch sports and get blinded by what's happening with this economy. Now that I don't watch sports anymore, I've had so much time to this craft and to this education that when you apply yourself, guys, and you go for it, hey, even if you strike out, at least you can say you applied. You applied every ounce of energy you had, and even the energy you didn't know you had. That's big for me, okay? I don't worry so much like I used to when I was young. You know what I used to worry about, guys? You would worry about bills. What if we all worried? Like, I remember I had got a ticket. I'll never forget this. This is like the longest thing. And it was GameStop that helped. Dude, it's so crazy the way the universe works, okay? So I'm going to explain it to you how GameStop helped me out. And this is a long time ago. This has nothing to do with today. But check this out. I was getting a divorce when the year was 2006-ish, 4 to 6, somewhere in there. and I drove from Georgia. I just got out of the military, and I drove from Georgia. I went down 91 to Florida in Jacksonville, caught the 10. This is the only way I knew how to get home, and I just took the 10 all the way back to California. 33 hours of driving, 31 hours of driving, somewhere in that range, and I did it all on adrenaline and one Sin Bandera CD, But I drove the whole way, and I got a ticket in Georgia. I got a ticket, and I was going 80, 85 and a 70. And the guy tells me, "Where you headed?" And I said, "Thank you so much." The guy says, "Where you headed?" And I go, "Well, I'm going to California." And he looked at me, and he looked in my back seat, and all he saw was a pillow, because all I had was a pillow in my back seat. I left with nothing. And he goes, "You going to California?" I said, "Yeah, that's where I'm from." And he goes, "All right, man. There's 3 more cops all the way to the border. Slow down, all right?" And he told me there was 3 more cops. He didn't have to tell me. He felt bad giving me the ticket. Matter of fact, he wrote an 81 and a 70, 11 miles over. That's what he wrote me. So as I start driving to Florida, I find out there's another cop, there's another cop, right? Highway Patrol. And I'm like, "Yeah, he told me they were here. Okay, cool." Now we're in Florida. We don't know who's in Florida. We don't know where anything is. Now it's a rainstorm. Huge rainstorm. I can't even, you could use it. Have you ever put your windshield wipers so fast, they're going, and that's still not fast enough for the amount of rain that's pouring down? That's what was happening. In inclement weather, you might even turn on your emergency lights, because that's all you see through the fog and the rain. Okay, you see the little fog lights flashing. Your headlights will blind you. So you go, okay. I come up over this hill in Florida, I slam on the brakes, and because the cars were all right in front of me all of a sudden, and I just hydroplane off the road, and I spin out in the middle. Grass, rain, everything. I'm like shocked to be alive. I'm like, what the hell? I get back in my car, soaking wet, drive it out of the mud, get back onto the freeway, and I drive with 10 and 2 for the next 3 hours because I'm nervous about driving. I thought I could have died. Drive the whole way home. I drive all the way to California, pull in, wash my car, get an oil change, get new tires. I got to do everything when I get home. From that date, and for the next 6 years, I'm just driving. I'm just driving my car to and from work, doing whatever I'm doing. I already met my wife at this time, the one I'm with now. I was a young guy, and I was driving, living life. And one day I get pulled over. One day I get pulled over for not having registration. I didn't have it. I didn't have insurance, and I didn't have tags. The registration was there. It was insurance, tags, and then I found out about my driver's license. This is what happened. It's called riding dirty. All right, guys. Yeah, there's a song out there by Chameleonaire. I've never. You be riding dirty. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm riding dirty. And the cop pulls me over, and I'm like, "Man, I can't open the door. You got to open it." It didn't open from the inside. It only opened from the outside. Can't roll down the window. It didn't roll down. I had to get out the passenger side. Remember, I have an old hoopty. I didn't have money at this time. I was already broke. It was bad. And I get the ticket, and $1,300, and I'm like, "Yo, man, this is crazy. Like, I can't. What the hell's going on? Why is it saying this?" So I go to the DMV, and my license had expired. My California state license that I had got right when I got to California. And she goes, "Hey, I can't issue you a new license." And, here's what happened. Let me explain to you what happened. I had some games, PS3, PS2 games, and I wanted to go trade them in. So I went to GameStop, and the young lady at GameStop at the time, she's now the district manager of the whole region right now. But at the time, she was an employee. And I walked up, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing? I want to trade in these games." She goes, "Cool, no problem. I just need your ID." And I pulled out my ID, my driver's license. It was expired. And I didn't know that. And she goes, "I can't trade you in because you have to have a valid ID." And I go, "Oh, no problem. I'll go to the DMV." Think about how this worked out for me. I go to the DMV. And I go, "Hi, I just need to renew my ID. I didn't get it. It's expired." And she goes, "Yeah, we didn't send you a new one because we can't. I was like, you can't. She's like, yeah. She's like, you have a suspended license from Georgia. And now I was just like, what? I'm like, there's no way. What do you mean? She was like, well, did you get a ticket? And I was like, yeah, I got a ticket. Did you pay? I said, yes, I paid it. I sent it in the mail. I paid it. What's the problem? It was a speeding ticket when I was driving, blah, blah, blah. That happened 6 years ago. That's how it was. And she said, yeah, well, they never processed it. So I had to call the county. County went in there, finally figured out that they didn't process it, but that I did pay. And so they cleared me out, and I was able to get my license. It was the day before Thanksgiving. And I went and ran to GameStop to trade in those games with my new license. GameStop's always been there. Whether it was me saving cans and trying to buy WoW cards, prepaid cards to play WoW, or trading in games, GameStop's always been there. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad your life might get, and if your company can't adjust, if they can't adjust with the times, then that's not the company you want to be invested with. But I have seen companies prevail. I've seen companies, when COVID hit, they adapted. They found a way to show up and get the doors open and get you in and get the products you need. And that's where I want to be invested with. If you can survive COVID, if you can survive private equity, if you can survive all the downfalls, if I could survive failed marriages, if I could survive a job or two that didn't want to go the right way, if I could survive an economy that's just crashing, if you can do all these things, you're constantly evolving and you're growing. And that's the testament of me. It's always been there. It's always been right behind it all. If that didn't happen to me at GameStop, how would I have figured out that I have a license that expired, that I would have remembered, hey, I need to go get this done? I probably would have found out the wrong way. Probably wouldn't have been the way I wanted to, but I'm happy it was GameStop. And that's a true story. Getting out of the military is hard. You know, I've never really talked about this out loud to you guys. I don't even choose to explain it half the time because people don't need to know like everything about you. My brother said a lot of hateful things about me on the internet, and it was not cool. And my wife, everybody wanted me to sue him for slander because he's a target. He has money. And I just said, no, I'm not going to sue him. I'm not going to do anything. He's my brother. I'm just going to leave him alone. Like he has mental issue. Like he's mentally disturbed. And that's his disability in the military. You got 100% disability for being mentally not all there. But what people don't know about the Army is I used to be in the Army, active duty. And at the time, my wife at that time was, she had got what they call PCS. And there's a ETS, ending time in service, and then a PCS is when you get shipped out to a new unit. She got PCS'd away from me, but we had got married right before it happened, so we could get eventually the same duty station. And so she got shipped out to Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, and I was still in Korea by myself. I still had a couple more months before the PCS happens for me. And my unit put in a stop loss. All right, so there was a stop loss. You couldn't leave the country. And I was like, nah, man, I just did 2 years here. I extended. I got paid. I did everything I wanted to do. I'm having a baby. My baby's being born. My unit had a stop loss put in. You guys can Google it all you guys want. You guys can look it all up. This is true. I was in the 728th Military Police Battalion. This is the 8th MP Brigade, part of the 728th. I was Soldier of the Year, fiscal year 2003, MACOM Soldier of the Year. I was Division 2, Area 3 Soldier of the Year, a whole bunch of shit like that. But anyway, I was in the military and there was a stop loss. And you couldn't get out of the military. You couldn't transfer, you couldn't get out, you couldn't do anything. So I went to TDS, Trial Defense Services, and I asked, if I ever wanted to go ahead and get out of the military, what do I have to do? And so you got to write a letter. You got to accept a Chapter 10, you got to write a letter. I said, okay, why? And they said, because it's wartime, and you can't opt out. I said, listen, I have a special circumstance. Here's my issue. He said, I've never seen a Chapter 10 been offered to anyone. I've never seen a letter been accepted, but I know you have to. And it was a Major General, Mary something. I forget her name. But you had to write a letter to a 2-star general. So I wrote the letter. And, 7 pages, accolades, story, everything. and they granted me a release from stop loss to go to Fort Stewart, 3rd ID. And that's where I ended up ETSing on the transfer with that letter. That's how it happened. And, nobody knows. My family, I didn't talk to my brother at that time. I didn't talk to my family at that time. I was on my own. When you join the military, you're like on your own. You're doing your own thing. I didn't call my dad. I hadn't spoken to my dad since I was 16 because we had a huge fallout, and it was my dad who had to go and own up to his deal in the fallout, not me. So I was just like, all right, I'm good with that. I finally called my dad the day I was driving from Georgia to California when I was getting a divorce. That's when I finally talked to my dad. It had been 8 years I hadn't talked to my dad. So them not knowing my life or my story or my first wife or my kids, it's all true. They don't know my kids. They don't know the story of my kids. So it's tough when your brother goes to the internet and starts talking about you like he knows you, but yet says you've been dead to him since he was 16. I was like, that's not true. I was the best man at his wedding. I was all those things. There's pictures, there's everything. He even came to my house just a couple of years ago for Thanksgiving. Like, these are the true stories, right, of the internet that they won't tell you. But I'm here. I don't have to come out here and defend it in the moment, in the second. No. Let them say what they want. Let whatever people are going to do for clicks and views. That's crazy. It's what you find out when you have nothing. When you have nothing and this is all you've got, well, then sensationalize it and make it something. But for me, I just keep living life in front of you. And my wife's been my biggest supporter of me for the longest time, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't. So that's a true story about military, getting out. You know what's crazy, though? Because I can, if that's your identity and that's the way you roll, it's a hard transition. But you find passion into something else. Like me, I found passion in coaching, in sales and marketing, and then in YouTube. So I've transitioned slowly. So when I read the headline, right? If you guys didn't read the headline, you guys should know some stuff. There was 4 lieutenant colonels, which is the equivalent of an 05. Is it 05 or 04? It's second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major. Yeah, it's 05. There you go. So lieutenant colonel. So 4 executives out there went ahead and got promoted. And they're right here on the screen. So these 4 guys right here just happen to be a part of the military now, the reserves. And it's a Palantir executive. It's an OpenAI executive. These dudes right here are a bunch of schoolboys. They're not really military guys, but they swore them in for whatever reason. They wanted to be a part of the United States Army as lieutenant colonels is the grade they gave them, the 05. And now they're in full uniform swearing in. This just happened. And you're going to tell me that they have equal footing with the foot soldiers, right? With the enlisted active duty soldiers. I'm going to say no. But it's a true story. True story. Executives on Wall Street are now in the United States Army because of the contracts that they have, and they want to be privy to the information that they're not allowed to have because they're civilians. Believe it. Well, they're still Army Reserves. They're not active duty. Let me tell you how active duty people treat Army Reserves, just like you would the National Guard. You're just like, all right, you little weekend warriors, get out of here. Active duty, they don't give 2 shits. You could be a sergeant major in an Army Reserve unit. You look at that sergeant major and you just go, okay, and it does not matter. Active duty where it matters. So I wouldn't get lost in the sauce on that headline that came out. I saw it and I read it, and it was in our Discord, or it came directly to me. I believe it just came directly to me, and it was from I know who it was from. I don't want to say his name right now because I get a lot of information from people who just send stuff. And but the 4 guys who actually got it was a CTO, Chief Technology Officer from Palantir. It was his idea. Andrew Bosworth, the Chief Technology Officer from Meta, Chief Product Officer from OpenAI, and another guy from Thinking Machines Lab. And he was the former CRO, Chief Research Officer at OpenAI. So AI, basically, and Defense Services is the ones who they actually put onto that position. It's called Deployment 201 or something. shout out to them, I guess. I don't know what it really means or what it gives them access to, the information, but it's very significant to come in as an 05 rather than an 04, a major. But these guys will never have equal footing with the active duty soldiers. Just wanted to let you know. It's like Jim Zorn getting a head coaching job. Oh, God. Yeah, it can happen, man. The only time I took Army leave was Christmas. Yeah, I took leave. I saw someone say GameStop changed their logo back to colors when they ran bullish. Do you know anything about that? Yeah, I saw them change their logo as well. Do I care? That's what you should say. Do I care about that? Running and not running. I don't think GameStop controls the stock market, so they can't tell you or dictate when the price goes up or comes back down. Back to work this week. Just stop by to hit the like button. I will play it back later, Marantz. Have a great day, fam. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. Running it back now, Steve Bezos here. Yes. So, that was a headline that came out. The other headlines that came out, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. This is a list of all the stock splits in the stock market here that are happening this week. And if you look at all of them, okay, 1 for 15, 1 for 3, 1 for 80, 1 for 100, 1 for 200, and 1 for 666, they're all reverse stock splits. So that means all 6 companies are trying to remain NASDAQ compliant, essentially. Nothing to look at other than companies drowning on this market. No one's out here actually expanding other than GameStop. I'm telling you, I don't believe in MicroStrategies. I don't believe in their tactics. I've said that before. I said I don't believe Michael Saylor. I think he's a salesman, a showman, and he talks too much. If this was your plan, you would do it in silence. You don't need to promote it and try to sell it off as valuable to your shareholders and to anyone else. They would just see the profits. They would see the difference. But instead, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get mass amounts of people to buy in to the strategy so you can exit the strategy. And then guess what? You're now the grandfather. To say that you would burn off and delete X amount of coins to take away from the supply, I'd love to see you do that and survive. As far as have shareholder base, I don't think that'll ever happen. Sweating my ass off in a garage attic, just popping in to smash the like button, man. Darth, keep doing your thing, man. Appreciate you, and play it on the job site. You know that I've been playing on job sites for over 5 years, for about 5 years, not full 5 years yet. Come May of next year, that'll be 5 years. So maybe I'm overstating it. Maybe I'm just 4 years and 3 months. But I'll tell you what, it feels like forever. It feels great. I know earnings are expected. We had Palo Alto Networks happen. Home Depot is tomorrow. And then on Wednesday is going to be the Estee Lauder, Lowe's, Target, a lot of retail I'm looking for. And then Thursday will be Walmart, Alibaba, and Ross. So Friday close out with BJ's and Williams and Sonoma. A lot of retail this week on earnings. It's going to tell you what's happening and with margins. I look at margins because if it's going to be passed on to the consumer versus the producer, we'll find out very soon, all because of tariffs, right? Suspended tariffs is one thing, but Trump can't call the bluff every time. I mean, at some point, he's going to have to open up the floodgates here for everyone. So I just want people to know that it's coming. What else is happening here on this market? I made a video last night. I was talking about the chart. We'll pull up the chart in a minute. I haven't pulled it up not once yet. We're doing great, Endgame. I appreciate you showing back up every day like you do. A lot of people like to pull up charts and just, draw all over them and figure it out. For me, I'm trying to learn what the companies are doing, and then I can figure out the chart. The chart will play itself out. GameStop, the chart, if I could buy enough of it at any level, I'm happy because I think the company is going to play the way I want it to play. That's it. Yep, you always rocking my job sites. Just about 4.5 years, we've been homies now. There you go, Stacks. Appreciate you, man. And it's gonna be longer. I'm not going anywhere. And the transition is, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. So you guys might see me change up my YouTube stuff coming up real soon. I don't know if YouTube wants me to. I had talked to someone on YouTube. I have these emails. We go back and forth with email. There's a content creator assist, but they actually hold Zoom meetings on how you monetize or how you promote your channel and how you do things. And it's from YouTube. It's an actual YouTuber. They contacted me last month, and they're like, hey, we're having this open Zoom meeting. We want you to come out. We want to show you what you could do with your platform. You already have a big enough following to do X, Y, and Z. Remember, they're in the business of making money for themselves. And obviously, I can help promote that, even if I fit in a certain category or a certain niche. I do my best. But they're saying, they asked me about my store, about my my YouTube store. They go, you have a YouTube store, but you have no items in it. I was like, yeah, about that. I put it up one day, and then I deleted the items because I didn't like what they had to sell. And she's like, you can just get paid for it and do this. And I'm like, I know, but I always play this game with YouTube where I'm fighting with them, and we'll see how it all works out, though. But I'm going to do my best, okay? Always. I haven't checked the price today. Who cares where it is at? I only care where it's going. Yeah, all right, Wayne Gretzky, I got you. I feel the same way. I feel the same way about GameStop. I feel the same way about a lot of things on this market and this life. I just know what I'm ready to do. Anybody seen the video of Dustin Bieber? I like this. There is a video out there of a guy. He impersonated Justin Bieber. They call him Dustin Bieber, and he goes around Vegas with an entourage, cameras, security, and they got him on stage dancing with his shirt off, bros. And once I saw the video, I said, that is not Justin. Did Justin let himself go? Like, what the hell is going on? It's hilarious to me. Is it weird that I listen to your VOD streams instead of music while I work out every day? It's not weird. It's not weird. I thank you. Keep that going. There's some people out there. It's not weird because I know how I am. Like when I do yard work and stuff, I don't listen to music. Some people do. I don't. I'll listen, at the very minimum, I'll listen to comedy. I'll listen to any comedy or podcast, but I listen to educational stuff. I always want to learn something. Like when my wife was like, hey, babe, let's watch some Netflix. Let's just lay down. Let's get ready for bed. I'm just like, oh, you want a Netflix and chill? I say it like, and she's like, no, not now. Get out of here. You're gross. Whatever she says, right? But it's just my wife just being funny. And, because No, and then I was like, all right, babe, hey, let's watch this documentary. Like I put some on, right? I'm like, I want to watch this because it triggers my brain. Like I start going, dude, we'll be watching stuff, and I'll look right at her, and I'll go like, hey, Mom, I'll be right back. I got to go make a video. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? I'm telling you, my brain was stimulated. I got to go. And I come in here, I do a video, pop it out, leave, go back into the room. All right, what'd I miss? I'm watching the show again. Come back in, do a video, boom, because that's how it is for me because my brain works that way. But she's watching Shameless right now, and I've already seen every damn episode of Shameless for years. But is her name Emma? Emma? We'll watch whatever. Literally learning a lot keeps me motivated in buying more GameStop. Absolutely. I do the same. I would prefer information over music. Yeah, told you, man. That's it. So it's not weird. That was my point. It's not weird. Okay, so I talked about that. I had this funny moment. I was watching a highlight of a UFC fight, and they were like doing the announcement. It wasn't UFC though. It was like Ultimate Fighting of some kind, and some type of MMA. And the announcer goes, and it's coming to the stage, the Baby Snatcher. And the guy walks out, and he's like just like, what the hell? And he goes and does his fight at the post game, the post interview. They're like, hey, man, what's going on with that? He's like, I don't know. That announcer, where is he? And they find the announcer. He's like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, what the hell? They're calling me the Baby Snatcher. His real nickname is called the Body Snatcher. Then I just thought it was hilarious. Guys, shit like that, I laugh. I laugh all inside. Because if you've ever been in public speaking or you've ever been live and you make a mistake, it'll eat at you for months, years, days, who knows? Maybe it doesn't. But that announcer, man, the Baby Snatcher. I did make a video about the kidnapping in Yucaipa. I said I didn't agree with it. It's here. Yucaipa is about an hour away from me. These people live in Cabazon, about 40 minutes away from me. And I said, I just don't believe it. I don't believe that a father and a mother allowed their baby to get kidnapped. The mom did, allegedly. And she got knocked out. She said, all I remember was somebody saying, hola. And I was like, yeah, there you go. Very convenient. Let's blame it on I guess it's an illegal immigrant or some type of Spanish-speaking guy That's what it was. I mean, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because if you were to try to hit me and take my child, I mean, I don't know what movie they're living in. I blacked out. No. You have a motherly intuition to have adrenaline that's going to run through you and scream. What happened when you woke up? What did you do when you woke up? How about that? Did you scream at the top of your lungs? Did you call 911? I mean, there's just so much going on here. And then they do a press conference and they're just calm. I just need help finding our son. He was abducted. I wouldn't even know how to say the word abducted at that point. Abducted? No. My son was taken, or they killed him, or they did something. I don't know. I'm killing everybody. Like, the world's, oh my God, bro. We would burn this bitch down. I'd be live that night on YouTube, TikTok, everything. All right, my baby's missing. Somebody took him. Well, I bet, and you would have to kill me. There'd have to be a black eye, a stab wound, a shot. It'd have to be something crazy. There's no way I believe this story. Yeah, dude, sometimes it tries to take my kids. Somebody's coming to collect for the morgue. Yeah, we're both dying. We're both dying. And that's all I can tell you. Why did you bad me yesterday? I only said, why are you watching AMC again? Oh, Jeff, it was yesterday that I blocked you? My bad, bro. I meant to go ahead and do that today. That was my fault. Not yesterday. There's your 30 minutes of fame. All right? Go ahead and chill for 30 minutes. And that's what happens when you say AMC in my chat, bro. Come back in here and say it again. Try it again. Inking all day. What's up? I might be texting you. My wife, we might go get these tattoos. We've been talking about it. Hey, this guy actually came back for the day. Like, hey, man, why'd you ban me yesterday? You're supposed, hey, if you got banned yesterday, don't try talking shit now. You might just get banned every day you walk in here. This might be my new ritual, Jeff. First off, spell your name with a J, not a G. Any Jeff dude with the name with a G, I don't trust you, bro. I don't trust you. Got you, bro. Let me know. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I appreciate you. But it might not be for me. It might be just for wifey. I don't know. We're going to talk it out. Her and I have been talking. She's like, yeah, baby, when are you going to get? And I said, what do you mean? When are you going to get? Told my wife flat, when are you going to get Marantz Rantz tattooed on you? She's like, I don't know. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, meltdown. You're going to love that one, huh? Meltdown. Short seller Jim Channels calls Strategy's latest Bitcoin buy a sign of weak demand for its latest preferred stock offering. Absolutely. I already said that. Jim Channels, are you watching the show? Jimmy boy. Jim, I love it. What did I say? Buy Bitcoin, short that bitch over there. They're not going to have, they could do nothing. They can do nothing. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble. I'm telling you now. Strategy doesn't have the cash to survive what they're trying to do. That was the point. There you go. All right, guys, time to pull up some screens. Time to do our thing. Want to make sure we're okay. I do have a couple more headlines. We'll go over them as we talk. The one headline, as you see here on the screen, is going to be Tesla. Tesla has significantly reduced its leasing prices in the UK, offering discounts of up to 40% on car leases and from companies. This move comes as Tesla's new car sales in Britain have plummeted nearly 60% year over year. In July, they only sold 987 vehicles. Oh my God, they are terrible. Are there roads in the UK to drive on? I always think they're like little alleys. I saw the Italian job. Was that in Italy? My bad. Okay, UK. I don't know what I see. I see horses and carriages a lot in the middle of the streets at the palace and stuff. It depends how many James Bond movies I'm going to watch to see these guys run through these streets. By the way, where do they film these movies when these guys are running through the damn streets? I don't get it. We got to shut down half the country just to have it, because it's not a big place. The UK's not a big place. I already told you about these guys. Ravenstown, what's up? I don't know. Somebody said Ravenstown, love. Was Ravens here? I didn't see Ravens. I still don't see him. Is he blocked? I don't know. Ravens is around. If he's around, he's my boy. You know, there he is. I see him now. What do you know? Maybe it came up on a different timeline. Anyway, the point about them being so small, the UK, they can't house the vehicles. This is what you have here in the country a lot of the times, the banks. So if you're at a car dealership and you see all these cars there, and they go, hey, man, I got to get this car off this lot, it's because the bank is telling you have to sell it. The bank has expectations of you selling that vehicle. They will sell it at a loss. They will sell it less than what they paid. Like a lot of the times, these car dealerships are like, oh, man, we got to get it gone. And Guess what? It's even worse in the UK. Why? Because they don't have enough space. They don't have enough space for the vehicles you're going to bring them, and they're not making any money on them. Tesla, you can't sell Teslas. Well, let's tell somebody. To my Canadian brethren, how you guys doing out there? Here's the next headline. Air Canada has suspended its third and full year 2025 guidance following a strike by the flight attendants. The labor action, which defined in the government back-to-work order, has led to the suspension of approximately 700 daily flights, affecting over 100,000 followers. Canadian government is seeking to resolve the dispute through binding arbitration. Canada can never figure their shit out. Whether it's truckers or it's attendants, I don't care. Where are you going to fly to? You can't go anywhere anyway. Stay home. The winter's coming. Bundle up. It's about to get tough out here. Put on some Drake. Listen to a little bit of Justin Bieber. I don't care if you like Avril Lavigne. Canada's where it's at, babe. I want to go there one day. I do. I want to go to Canada. I want to breathe in the maple syrup. I want to do my best. And shout out to the guy. You know what I love about this show? I was approached last night. I said, Marantz, can you tell me about the video where you talked about the Maple 8? And I was like, I don't know. What the hell? What? I have 5,000 videos between TikTok and here and Twitter, and I don't know what video I said that. Okay. I found it in like 2 minutes. And I was talking about how Trump acts. Now they all act tough. Mark Carney acts tough, and Trump acts tough, and everybody's doing this whole charade of, or you're going to be the 51st state, and I already told you what it was. It was the Maple 8. The 8 largest pension plans in Canada are invested in the U.S. economy. And when I say invested in the U.S. economy, directly to private equity. Private equity's largest investors are from Canada. That's where the bulk of their money comes from. That's where the bulk of misinformation and or distraction comes from Canadian YouTubers, Canadian influencers. I don't know if they have different guidelines and laws in Canada to allow this, but I've seen it happen over the last 5 years. I keep track of all of them, all the YouTubers, where they come from, the origin story, and that none of them have a true story. I told you a true story. I'm here talking to you about how I got my YouTube started. I did this last night. We did a live stream yesterday, 5-hour live stream yesterday. And at the end of it, I talked about how I came up, what I did, what I dealt with, everything. And it's always Canada. It's the same thing. But I ask you, if this is how we're investing or this is how we're doing our homework, then you know where it all stems from. So when you see it happen, keep your eyes open for it and pay attention, because I see it all the time. Marantz, I bet you actually like Canada. I think so too. I love cold weather. I love the cold, guys. Matter of fact, if I went to Canada, I wouldn't visit America. I guess I would, because I really like where I live. Like here where I live, I know, guys, I'm spoiled. It's just the way I was raised. It was different. What I mean by I'm spoiled is I live in the Coachella Valley. I live in the heart of it. And I was born and raised here. The amount of good weather we have when the wintertime comes, people take it for granted. They don't even know how good it is until they live in places like Missouri or Georgia or Korea or whatever it may be. Do you think Ryan Cohen is planning to issue shares on a run to raise massive amount of cash? Meow. No. I don't think Ryan Cohen is going to add to the float by doing an offering. Me personally. I think the new way of doing the offering and doing what they're doing is, I think they're going to do more bonds, convertibles, because you don't owe it initially right away. You get the money up front, and that instrument gives you a time, it gives you a runway, and it allows people to buy in for bigger amounts with less shock and awe. Here's why I say this, okay? People need to know the way hedge funds work. Hedge funds and or family offices and plans, like the way they invest, they have a limit to what they can buy. They can't buy X amount of shares in a company. They can't own a certain amount based off of their fund. They're not allowed to do it that way. They put the brakes on it themselves. This is why you will seldom see a private office come in and buy 80% of a company and that's their only holding. Their max will be like, hey, you can only take 10% of these funds and buy X amount of percentage of this company, whichever one is greater, right? And they have these rules in place. They absolutely do. And they can't over-leverage themselves into an investment because then they manipulate themselves and or they don't hedge themselves and their leverage. So they'll be like, hey, the most we can invest of our fund is 10% into any one stock at one time. So if you couldn't buy the shares, a percentage of ownership in a company, how could you give them any type of way in? Hey, I want to give you an opportunity to own this company. Here's how we want you to do it. We want you to go ahead and give us $2 billion. Now, those $2 billion will represent X amount on the sheet. But does that mean you get all these shares back? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because the note itself is good for $1,000. It's not necessarily 1,000 shares, whatever it may be, as they give it to you. So, like in this case, GameStop sells a note for 33 shares. 33 shares, you give me $1,000. They're exchanging, and it's at a premium, right? And then they talk about conversion of those convertibles. When do they convert? Well, at $39, at $38, at 30% above whatever you paid for them. Like, people are agreeing to these amounts because the valuation for GameStop, this is the part that people forget. They always want to listen to Tony Don't Know, and where Tony Romo goes, Tony, what's his name, De Niro? He goes, yeah, well, this is all they're trying to do is make money top and bottom. They don't even care about the price. No, they do absolutely care about the price. They do. They're going to make their money while they play in the game. Who cares? They gave that money to GameStop. You see, people keep trying to fuse the stock market with the company. The company is still thriving, producing, doing everything. But this company is getting cash from the stock market. These stock bros are giving them billions of dollars to run their company. They can play in the field. They can buy calls, sell put, do whatever they want. I don't care about the derivative side. Neither do they. These guys don't care because we don't own them. All we have is we have a company that takes this cash and it runs. It runs with interest, combined interest, cash on hand, on the book, on the sheet, and you have the option to either buy it back, pay it back, or develop a company that warrants that valuation. Guess where we're at? We're at that warrant spot. And you know what's the best part about it too? Is the runway they gave us was 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years for billions and billions of dollars worth of the company. But how much is that really going to be if the stock goes up and to the right? They're not going to have a huge percentage of this company. They're not. They're going to be like, okay, well, now here goes GameStop, and GameStop's going to go, you know what? We offered bonds to people. We offered them a way in at a long time ago because we saw what was coming. Now all these guys are repositioning, and they see the bonds go out, right? Everybody sees bonds go out. Boom. Here they go. GameStop got $4 billion in the last year. All right, cool. $4 billion cash last year. Add that onto the $5 billion. $4 to $5 billion they already had. We're at $9 billion. Okay, look at what GameStop's doing. You ready, guys? Ready? Now institutional ownership starts going up because GameStop invented a new product. GameStop has new partnerships. GameStop's running a better business. Institutional ownership goes up. Now everybody's like, hey, why didn't we give them money? Why didn't we give them more money when it was down here at this price? Now, watch this. Now, as the price goes up, we do another bond offering. We do another offering, and now this is what they say. Shit, man, I wish I would have gave them billions down here in the 20s. Now I'm going to have to give them billions at the 40s. I own less of the company. You own less, but you got to give more. This is an infinite money glitch for Ryan Cohen. As the price goes up, he offers bonds. You're going to short this stock? Hey, you start shorting the stock at the bare minimum of what they're buying these bonds for, other people are going to start noticing. They're going to say, you know what? It was attacked. It was targeted. I got you. And that's what happened, guys. You know, I'm going to show you a chart right now, and I want you to understand that the manipulation of Reddit and the manipulation of media and us, that's what makes you think that this whole movement here was, hey, it's just a meme stock and we talked. That's not what happened. That's why Roaring Kitty, if you listen to his speech on the Hill, he goes, hey, you know what? It was below fair value. And when we hit $20, he says, when we hit $20, I knew my investment was a success. Right here, we hit $20. Do you know what happened? What truly happened? people got pissed off. And I'm talking about Wall Street got pissed off, said, hey, this isn't a 0% company. We know it's not 64 cents. We're going to take it. We're going to run. Because remember, $20 is not here. $20 is not here. $20 is when we were at 5 because of 4-to-1 split. So right around here, right at the new year, January, first week of January, boom, colossal success. Now Wall Street comes. Now Wall Street comes and says, you know what, we're going to run this thing. We're going to get our money back. Whatever money we just lost on this short from 60 cents to $5, right? From $3 to 10 to 20 bucks, whatever we lost, we're going to get it back, and here's how we're going to do it. Boom, mass manipulation. Mass. We were all here. We all run it. This right here was a manufactured pump by Wall Street. They pumped it to the point where, you know what? We're going to go ahead and pause it now. That's trillions of dollars. No, it's not. It's just billions. This is my point to you guys. Everybody wants to talk about GameStop and how it manipulates, or how it was the number one darling on Wall Street, all this shit. We're over here having these conversations, movies being made. People still talk about it to this day, and it was only $30 billion, guys. It was a $30 billion problem. That's it. It was a $40 billion problem. That's it. I'll be glad to show you. Be glad to show you when you go to these companies over here, and we go to a company like, and I'll give you Nvidia. Nvidia in this given day right here, this whole moment, look at Nvidia's chart. Look at the chart, guys. What you're not looking at when you look at this damn chart is you're not looking at the bottom. Look at all the volume in this stock. You can look at this. Let me tell you guys, this is what you call divergence, okay? And I want to show it to you. You can look at the top of this damn company. Pay attention. It's going up, okay? Up, up, up. That's what it's doing, right? Wrong. Look at this company. Look at that chart down at the bottom. Let me erase this really quick. This is what's happening to the stock market. You are watching them sell it off as they run it up. That's what's happening. Are we clear? Everyone got in right now in 2024. A year ago, it was go time. Everybody got in. Now we run it up and we sell it off. Oh, yeah. You guys want to talk about a $1 trillion move, trillions and trillions of dollars? That's fine. Who's going to sell? Who's the first one to sell? You can't keep buying it. You can't. When the price comes down all the way to the ground, like it did, down, you saw this huge red candle. Everybody started selling. Then Trump, hey, 90-day reprieve. Let's go ahead and go back in. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. Nope. They're going to drop this bad boy. It's going to have an apex, and it's going to hit so hard. And this right here, this $1 trillion monster, is going to be the real grind on Wall Street. The real issue. But no. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay? Let's go to the daily really quick. This is, right here, DeepSeek. This is DeepSeek. From here to here is DeepSeek. It went up and it fell down. That's it. That was a $1 trillion move right there. $1 trillion move. Then it came back up. Trump, tariffs, scare, all the way down. Trillions of dollars. Now the pump. Pump all the way back up. And you think that we're not topping out? You don't think we're rounding out up here? People, oh no, this thing's going to go. Yeah, it's going to go all right. This is why GameStop is our stock, our company. You've seen it go sideways the whole time. You've seen the volume not come back to it. It literally just stays there stagnant. Wall Street's refusing to come play this dance because some private equity firms are about to lose their lunch money. That's it. They're not going to lose everything. Just some people are going to lose their pride because we bought in and we never sold. The volume tells me so. We bought in and we never sold. Hope you guys pay attention. I'll read the chat. I'll get back to you guys. We got this show. We're going to last a while on it. It's going to be okay. I want to thank everyone for showing back up to the show for always. My son, an MP in the Army, and they plan on replacing military police with regular police officers. That'd be a good thing, I guess. Military police are the biggest fake in the whole damn world as far as what they actually do. Like, I could tell you about it, but it's an opinion, yet an opinion stated off of facts. Like when you're at, bro, we'll talk about it in a minute. Remind me to talk about the MPs. Remind me. Marantz lives in the oven. Yo, it's hot over here, bros. Thanks for the super chat, guys. So I don't think Ryan Cohen is going to issue more shares. I think he'll do more offerings on bonds. I think they'll do a bond deal, not more shares. My opinion, of course, because if you're going to offer more shares, well, then those bonds are going to be deemed worthless real soon. You can dilute the bonds, I guess. That'd be cool. I still want to know who's finally on the long side of this thing. I'm waiting for Volution Capital to come out and be like, hey, we bought in, because that'd be Michael Day and Larry Chang and that whole crew over there. So I would love for them to buy in with more. But this is a whole nother world. The card world is so different. Collectibles, cards, margins. It's just a better business model, certainly if you do it on this scale. We're doing the biggest scale possible, where people saw an influx of $100 million from one quarter to the next. And you're like, whoa, that was a big tick. Well, you're going to have huge ticks like that. And then with this whole powerpacks.com, guys, I'm telling you, I used to be extremely bullish on my money, on like how I spend it and what I do, how I invest per day. But right now, my wife and I are having a financial reset by making these decisions that we're making in life. And we're talking it out right now. And we're seeing how stingy or how conservative we have to be to survive with our current family structure and expense structure, everything. But I'm told her, I said, if it's not going to happen now, we probably never will. We'll just always play it safe. And I'm going to go for it. So me buying a share every day might dial back to $10 a day. Me buying a power pack every day or once a week might dial back to me not buying one until I feel comfortable. There's a lot of uncertainty right now. My stomach's unsettled. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Well, I eat my wife's food, but I haven't really gone out to eat or do anything. And I mean, it's tough. I'm drinking water right now. I'm nervous. But it's a healthy paranoia. It's a healthy paranoia for me and what we're trying to do. So just kind of checking in on the general sentiment of the stock amongst the community. Yeah, well, we're feeling great about it. Air Canada is a ripoff. Roaring Titties, really? Wow. Said Inland Empire. Yeah, that's where I'm from. My bad, bro. And my wife, we had a whole conversation about this in the car. I said, babe, did you know we're part of the IE? She goes, yeah. I said, what? What are you talking about? I had this guy arguing with me one time on YouTube about us being in the IE because we live down here. She's like, yeah, we're the IE. It's Riverside County, San Bernardino County. That's the IE. I said, no. To me, the IE is literally like Yucaipa and all the way up to Victorville, basically. That's the IE. If you go left and you hit Riverside, you're back into Riverside. IE is over there. It's half like San Bernardino County, not over here. She said, no. She had a whole thing. No, we're part of the IE. I was like, okay, whatever. So now you guys want to bring in this shit up. This is ridiculous. How do you feel about Unity in here? Unity is one of the worst investments out there. One thing is, how do you feel about Unity? Yeah, Yikitty, whatever. What's your name? Yicky White. I don't know Yicky Yite. How do you feel about Unity? Can I watch this? I'm gonna do this. I don't do this all the time. I'd love to talk to you, man. Here we go. I'm gonna open up the bat line for everybody. We're not going anywhere today. We're here. I know, like sometimes I say I'm not going anywhere. I'm really not going anywhere. So click the link. Come on into the link, guys. You guys, we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Honestly, anything stock market related, sports related. I don't care. Just come in and talk if you want, and we'll talk it up, and we'll go from there. But let me answer your question about Unity. The first thing about Unity, just so that we're clear, is how did you hear about it? Has that ever dawned to anybody? Nobody knew about Unity at all It never was a product, anything, and they found a way to pump it in front of you, and I already showed you all the connections with private equity for it, and it's been a failed investment ever since Trades talks about it, Jackie talks about it, you name it. Anyone in this small corner of the internet starts talking about Unity Software. It is not a company you would ever invest in. Why would we talk about it? It has nothing to do with GameStop, nothing to do with AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, which we're going to get to right now. Listen, okay? Oh man, I just stumbled onto this right now just to talk about it, and I'm happy to talk about it with you guys. Years ago, think about that for a second. Years ago, I told you that Bed Bath & Beyond was going to go bankrupt. I said it's a terrible investment. I saw all the crumbs, and I see why it was going to go bankrupt, because they managed to do share buybacks when they had no cash. They had no model. They had no business model that would promote, path to profitability, as I would put it. And their board of directors, all of them had ties to private equity and bankruptcy. So I said, it's not a turnaround story. This is a carve-out story. And I have documented this in detail over Connect the Dots, the whole series. There's a playlist 100 times over. You guys have watched Connect the Dots. You guys have seen me do the interviews with every single director, and I've told everybody Bed Bath & Beyond is a failed investment, and it was going to go to zero. And there's numerous YouTube channels out there and individuals that say I was a liar, I didn't know what I was talking about, or I'm ignorant to it all, the process. Well, guess what? It's gone, right? Hey, we're 2 years later. And it went bankrupt 4 days after I said it. It was crazy. I said it. I had made a video and go, it's bankrupt. PB, it's bankrupt. He's like, no, it's not. Yeah, okay, boom, there it goes. It drops. So, Bed Bath & Beyond's gone. They had no stalking horse. No one wanted to buy them out of bankruptcy. They carved up their assets and shipped them home. When that happened, they put out a part of the bankruptcy, and they said, these levels of securities, right? These levels of debt will get paid. There's level 1, who are going to be the senior most notes. They get paid as we carve out assets and we start auctioning off everything. They were liquidating the company, essentially. It was a Chapter 7 wrapped into a Chapter 11, essentially. That's the way it was worded and brought up. For all you guys out there that don't understand, the general and secured holders, the GUCs, were Class 6. The shareholders were Class 9. So you're telling me people that gave them money and an inventory and anybody that's holding a liability against the company didn't even get paid, yet shareholders at number 9 were going to get paid. It was never going to happen. We knew this. Never going to happen. And they wrote it right there in the plan, in the dissolve plan, right? The bankruptcy plan. So they sold off all their properties that they could. Gave some away at $1 a piece. Believe it. Auctioned at $1. So as they gave away everything, all their inventory went to Helco, and we know how that partnership works via bankruptcy and private equity. The real estate, same thing, the connection. Everything's gone. The company no longer exists. The executives that worked at that company now have jobs elsewhere. So you say, okay, so they don't work for Bed Bath & Beyond anymore. The IP, the name, the title, all of it, the intellectual property of Bed Bath & Beyond was sold to Overstock. Overstock bought everything that they could. About $20 million worth of name and image and branding. Overstock names it Beyond. No longer Bed Bath & Beyond, just Beyond. They go on a campaign for the next year. They're doing e-com sales, trying to revive the brand, and they now have launched physical stores called Bed Bath & Beyond Home Decor or Home Edition. Something to that effect. They own the name. They can do that. They changed their ticker to BYON, Beyond. And a lot of people that live in the world of fantasy, called the PPC show, and everyone who interacts with that group, said, don't worry, the company's going to come back as a separate ticker. You're still going to get your value out of it. I don't know what the hell they're talking about, because in a separate release from the bankruptcy themselves, and one of the affidavits, it says, hey, all shares are extinguished, dissolved, gone forever. That means whoever was in that company and held through bankruptcy, through the BBBYQ restructuring, literally lost every dollar they put in. Bill Pulte, who is absolutely he's a cabinet member for Trump. Bill Pulte has deleted every tweet he's ever put out since he got nominated to the cabinet. Bill Pulte is a liar. He's a fake. He's a cheat. He's a still. He's come into this channel plenty of times. He knows my personal cell phone number. We've talked offline plenty of times, and Bill Pulte comes out and says, I'm buying bonds on Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBYQ. I think everyone else should too. And what did they all do? They all did the same thing. These guys lost every dollar they put into that failed company. The dollars no longer exist. Your brokerage doesn't keep track of it. You can't go to your brokerage account and say, okay, look at my BBBYQ shares. How many do I own? I can't ever tell you. Nobody keeps track of it because it's been deleted and dissolved, gone, extinguished, as they call it, evaporated. And everything's done with this company. There's no value in it. There's nothing coming back to you as a shareholder. Well, it's been announced that in 10 days, BBBY, the stock that does not exist, will exist again. Because Beyond, a.k.a. Overstock, just went ahead and announced they're changing their ticker to BBBY from BYOD or BYON. Yeah, for all you guys out there that still thought your shares were coming back, they're not coming back. This does not mean you get value. You guys got to stop listening to PP Seeds and his failed band of misfits. They have been wrong for over 3 years now, 2 to 3 years. Hell, if I go back to PP's Reddit history, he's been wrong since the beginning, since he was pumping Luna, Safe Moon, AMC. He's pumped every misfortune on this stock market that I've documented before on this channel. They are now going to have BBBY back on the ticker, back on the stock world. And if people are going to start buying that shit, well, you're buying Overstock. And you can thank Marcellus Limon, whatever. And I know Tony De Niro's trying to take credit for this idea. Okay, Tony, calm down. Tony might even buy it. This guy, he's the same guy who said, buy ape. How about you don't? How about you don't touch anything? Co-founder of Iron Source, Unity Stock, and current chief advisor at Zincoin. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. It's a pump, guys. And so what they're trying to tell you is this, the Unity stock stuff and the Zincoin stuff, this is all Trades pump. Trades pumps out all this misinformation. I'm trying not to get on it. BYOB, that's what it should be. Yeah, bring your own beer. I'm down with that. Really. Shares got nothing, but you can still use your old in-store coupons. Oh, there's another thing. He was like, yeah, you know, if you guys have a coupon for Bed Bath & Beyond from back in the day, the 20% coupon, we'll come and bring them in to the new store and we'll honor them. What? You guys are idiots. And I'm not talking about Beyond. I'm talking about the people who think this is a good idea. A lot of people threw away all their coupons. That company's out of business. It's gone out. Who's still hanging on to coupons 2 years later? What a good marketing ploy. They're like, yeah, we'll still honor them, bro. How commendable of you. Such a good job. Such a good thing. Oh, it's gross. Got to take a small pause, guys. I'm going to be right back. I got to go eat something, but I'm coming right back. I promise. I'll put up the stream for you so you can watch it.
They laughed at us, mocked us, called us insane. They called us retards. But what they did not know is we are indeed retards. Proud retards. We are the artists, the Renaissance. We came to fight, and we shall win! Fuck the hedges. Fuck the media. GME to the fucking moon. Sending my best regards to all my fellow artists and retards who hopped up in the rocket just hoping that they could see Mars. Flew past the moon in February and beat odds. Came back to Earth to refuel, it's time to see stars. Bots infiltrated the thread, tried to instill fear, but we like the stock a lot, that's why we're still here. My parents said sell it, my girl said sell it. I think they just jealous, I'm about to make a mill here. GME back from the dead, it's a poltergeist type of stock to pop 100% overnight. Robin Hood shut it down once and now we going twice. Diamond hands holding so strong I almost broke the mic. If you dip, then we taking off without you. Buy the dips and fuck them if they doubt you. If you didn't learn already, you about to. Hedge funds about to lose some deep fucking value. Fuck Citadel, tell Melvin to go to hell. Paper hands putting on Iran and took the L. Bulls who turn bears, you scared, you shoulda held. We smooth brain, we don't even know how to sell. The SEC wanna send the whole gang to jail. Fuck it, we can throw them some tendies and make bail. And still have enough to cop a house in the hills for the wife's boyfriend and tats of Keith Gill. Due diligence, we know what's coming next. We making history, it's written in the text. It's legal, we don't give a shit about the threats. Only pump and dump we do is when we shitting at the sex. So all the apes who bout to peak, we ain't forget ya. Just hang tight, the rocket coming to get ya. This isn't about us getting richer. Power to the players, it's about the bigger picture. So tell the SEC, if they mess with GME, and if they mess with DFV, they're gonna have to deal with WSB. So tell the SEC, if they mess with GME, and if they mess with DFV, they're gonna have to deal with WSB. Retards! Assume formation! Hold strong! Look, we some smooth brain dudes who ain't got no intelligence. You're losing your own game, the new age degenerates. The rules changed soon as they knew that it was imminent. There's blood in the water and we like the smell of it. Damn, used to buy high and sell low. Now they want my shares and I tell them hell no. Damn, people finna think I sell blow when I pull up in that matte black Lambo. Damn, tell the hedge fund CEOs I need my chicken tendies and a large fry to go. Damn, and if you don't know, now you know. You get wrecked if you disrespect the Wall Street bros. Instead of robbing the broken, helping the rich. Tell Vlad he can slob on the knob of my dick. Tell Ken Griffin and Plotkin I'm knocking they bitch. Can't see me like they rocking the Oculus Rift. So if you start to feel doubt, then bump this shit. If you thinking of selling out, then bump this shit. Cause we going to Valhalla in our rocket ship. When the Tenny man come, you can't stop this shit. No fear over here, we still golden. We like the stock, so we ain't never folded. He's still holding, and we still holding. He's still holding, and we still holding. If we sold right now, we make a fortune. But we about to get a bigger portion. Cause he's still holding, and we still holding. He's still holding, and we still holding. So tell the SEC, if they mess with GME, and if they mess with DFV, they gonna have to deal with WSB. So tell the SEC, if they mess with GME, and if they mess with DFV, they gonna have to deal with WSB. Hold tight, my fellow apes, for no one man shall conquer an army of apes with smooth brains and no fucks to give.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to get some energy back. Pretty funky looking chart here. If we look at GameStop really quick, there's the downside. There's the support coming out from way at the bottom. We found the bottom. Boom. And we broke out. Like you would. And there's your breakout. So this is the end of the day breakout. Not bad, guys. We'll keep it going. We won't really pay attention to the chart so much. There's a minute chart. Looking healthy. Remember that the open was 22.94. The high is 23.17. This is extremely condensed. You're not going to have even the low at 22.90. You're talking about 27 cents from high to low. That's all the volatility you're going to get. This thing is so controlled. It's not fair to you to think like it's not manipulated. It's absolutely manipulated, but you can do your best to combat it by buying as much as you can, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm buying as much as I can when I can. I do have an update on my YOLO. I'll buy the after hours today. I won't buy right now, only because I'm busy with you guys. But I'm open on after hours, so it's fine. And if you guys don't believe that I buy shares, well, shit. I don't know what to tell you because I've shown every order, or I posted in the Discord like a lot of these guys. And here we go. They're verifying. Let me see what it says here. They said they sent me a message. It's my internet. Okay. Okay, so are they gonna let me? Yeah, there we go. Security code coming. I love that it always checks with me before it ever lets me get on, and it's not a bad thing. I'll get with you right now in the chat. Just give me a second. We have somebody in the chat right now. Let's see what we got. Boom. Cranky Tobin, what's up, brother? Go ahead.
Quick question. I know you were going over it, but I asked a question earlier about because you were going over Nvidia and the downside. I just don't know how they're selling it off while pumping the price. Can you explain the market mechanics of
Sure.
that? How they're doing that?
So, a lot of the times when you see securities on the market getting sold off and affecting the stock price, market makers find a way to see if there's any price discovery there. It's a market maker's decision. They go, okay, we're selling it off. Here comes the value. Is there still a buy order coming through? So you will have. We'll go. I'm going to pull it up right now as we look at it really quick. So Nvidia.
Oh, well, all right. Well,
Sure,
I'm
no
gonna jump
problem at all.
off and watch
No
the YouTube
problem.
then, so I can see it.
So we'll go to here. And now what I want you guys to do when you look at if you have this question, I want you to turn up OBV. Okay? So this is going to be on the daily. Now the 1 hour. As you go to the 1 hour, you're going to find out that they only have a plus side of around 381. So 381 on the plus side. There's still the OBV to the positive. Even though they're selling off, taking the profits, cutting it out. I want to go to the 4 hour. 4 hour right there. So about 1.8 billion. Not much, considering the float's almost 25 billion shares. So that's all they are on the plus side of the OBV. So yes, selling it off. Bigger chunks on red days versus green days. But that's how it's been played out this whole time. You'll see they actually had it all. They almost had it negative at one point on OBV as you go through. I'm trying to see where, right here, 200 million. That's practically nothing. That's unfortunate. I'm trying to see if it ever dipped below negative. It didn't. So OBV is positive, and that's how the price keeps going up. Okay, just so that we're clear, price is going up because of that reason. So market makers can decide if they're all going to hit this. A lot of times, these guys want to hit and make make the price go down, and they allow it to. But you'll see this right here: volume is going down while the price is going up. It means people are paying a premium to get into that, and eventually it's gonna break. It's gonna bust. If they were actually price going up and volume going up, well, now we're going in the same direction, and you know what? Then we're really running, right? I mean, that's just the way it should go. Initially, probably really ran right here, boom. But now you have a trend line. So we'll have to look at it. OBV is doing the complete opposite of what the volume's doing. You see how the OBV line's going up as well? I mean, it's just a telltale signal for me as it being overbought. And you'll know when it's oversold. You'll know. To give an example of like a company being sold off and it going down, and you're looking at OBV, is right here. So a company that is coming down in price, and this is going with it, OBV. Price goes up, it goes up with it, and it rides it out. It should mimic that right there. The volume mimics none of that. Volume mimics none of that. So that's what it tells you. Like, hey, if all these three things are in sync, well, then maybe that's the true nature of the market, and that's the way it's running. But I don't see it that way. I see this. I see volume going just with the stock. I mean, it goes just with the stock. It's increased high, boom. The price comes down, it goes up. Volume goes up. Price keeps going, volume still stays stagnant, and everyone keeps buying in. This could also be triggered by your own buybacks, share buybacks. So that's why I feel like, and I've said this before, I've said that I feel like Nvidia is pumping their own stock. And I think they're doing it. I think, did I have Microsoft doing it? I forget who I said was also doing it, where they pump their own price. because everything tells me that as the price keeps going up and this is going up, like it all matches. I'm like, oh, they're just pumping it themselves. Apple, look at this damn thing. There's no volume up here. Everybody bought in way back here. Everybody's been in since '08. Everybody's rode this whole thing out. But how do they keep you in it? They're doing share buybacks. They're pumping up their own volume, and they're paying out dividends. People think it's a good thing to have a. I'm not going to say it's a good thing when you're looking at your retained earnings and they're in a negative, meaning you're putting in more money into the market, the stock market, than you are your own company. No, you're not getting a return on your investment. You're propping up your own investment. That's my personal opinion. So when I see this happening, the volume slanted down, yeah, no. It's a divergence for you. And watch what happens to this volume, okay? Watch what happens to this volume when this stock starts crashing. When this stock starts crashing, because it's going to crash. It's going to come down, it's going to fall, it's going to get too heavy. This OBV is going to come back down, it's going to be backwards. But you know, OBV is not even that high. 3 times your shares on the monthly, 3 times your shares is all you have on OBV. If you go look at a company like GameStop, we go look at GameStop right now on this, you're looking at, what is that? Their float is 500 million. I'm just ballparking. And they're literally doing 15, 16 times on the monthly. Not 3 times, 16 times on the positive side. Another thing you go look at is go to look at the quarterly. They're monsters. 19 billion shares on the quarterly on OBV, meaning everyone's in this bitch. No one's selling at all. This plays out way different than the other Mag 7 companies. The Mag 7, and I say other because I call GameStop a Mag 7, but you guys don't. But look at this. This whole Mag 7 right here, this is the biggest company you're ever going to find, and yet they take chunks out at a time, and you're still not even back to the all-time high where you were, yet the price is at the all-time high, but the OBV's not. That's what I'm just telling you guys. If this were a stock that everybody's paying attention to, everyone's locked in, they would be in it. They're not in it. It's not what you think. It's the one manipulative thing that they're pumping and dumping on this market. And I wish I had a better answer for you, Cranky, as far as how markets do it. But I'm just telling you how market makers, if they can find someone and buy it at that price, then they're going to sell it at that price. And guess what? They found someone. They found themselves. That's who's buying it. And I want you to go look at something like CoreWeave. CoreWeave, right here. CoreWeave doesn't have enough data for us to follow it so closely, but I want you to see something. It came all the way down to the bottom. It found a way up on no volume. No volume, found price discovery, tanked back down. Now here comes the volume. And this is where they announced, hey, by the way, Nvidia bought in 7 million more shares. Like, that's what we're doing? If you're looking at OB, they're only plus 245 on the daily. On the weekly, they're plus 565 million. On the monthly, they're plus 791 million. And I tell you this because it's only 2 times the float. 1 time the float, 2 times the float. People are not buying this stock. They're not buying it. AMC's completely backwards. Look at AMC over here. AMC, if you go to the quarterly, negative 1.2 billion. No one's buying that damn thing. Nobody. Everybody's sold already. So anybody having these conversations with me about AMC's going to do this or that, everybody's out of it already. 1.2 billion to the negative. Palantir. Palantir's at 31 billion shares. 16 times. 16 times their float. They're on the positive. Look at how the volume looks, though, guys. Pay attention. Volume is going up with the price of this. This is a pump like you've never seen. Why is it not going down? Why is the volume not going down? The price is going up. Why is the volume going down? Because everybody's buying this son of a bitch. They're all pumping this damn stock. That's how the chart should look. It should look up, up, and up. That's how, oh my God, I'm not even showing you. Shit my life, bros. Oh my God, I got to transition. So sorry. So sorry. Now I see what you guys are saying. Apologize. Here was the point. Palantir, up. Volume, up. OBV, up and to the right. Everything is going up. That's how it should look. Right? That's the true, hey, we're buying in, we're pumping it, we love it. All that. Nope. That's not what's happening. You go to a company like Nvidia, and Nvidia is jagged while the price is still rolling. Price is still rolling. Look at the volume on the quarterly. We can go to the monthly. Look at the volume coming down. And the price is still rolling all the way through. And you're down on volume. That's not how Palantir looks. We can go do Apple. Apple goes sideways. The price still going to the sky in the room. I mean, just gone. That's buying your own shit. You're buying your own stock at this point. That's all these guys are doing. Everybody's doing the same trick. Everybody's pumping their own stock. Not GameStop. Not GameStop. No share buybacks. Imagine if GameStop had share buybacks. Just imagine. I wouldn't want them to. It'd be a terrible thing to do with your cash. But if they had share buybacks, if they were doing it, they could definitely take their company all the way to the S&P 500 because you could literally take the $9 billion and you'd buy back, 100% of your company? You would inflate the price? They don't want to give you value for the cash you have, right? Go dump it back into your company. You'd see the price go all the way up. You double the volume. You double the whole thing, all while buying the shares back. All while buying them back. How many did you want to buy back? $9 billion worth? Okay, we buy all for it. Now there's only 100 million shares. Now what are they going to do with these bonds and everything? I mean, we own the whole damn thing. You could really wreak some havoc with $10 billion. For people not to give value of at least 1x on your money, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous because you could wreak havoc if you wanted to. Ryan Cohen has it right now. He has the gun loaded if he wanted to be out there and be like, you know what, guys? Fuck it. I'll buy it back myself. And he could buy back everything. You'd have to close. I mean, it'd be a monster move, and no one will ever do it that way. I don't know what type of regulations they have, if they can do it or can't do it. I'm just telling you, it would be fun to watch something happen. Oh, that shit is wild. Perfect. Thank you. That answers my question. Well, there you go. Yeah, I was just gonna call you back, but I was still trying to listen. Yeah, no problem. My bad not showing you guys, but now I'm showing you, so you guys are fine. I am going to go look for something else, too. I know the market's open. We still have an hour. We're in the power hour. We're walking in right now. I would just, guys, if you want to know what I mean, some ground beef. That's it. That's all I had. Ground beef. Plain ground. It has some flavor to it, but boom. That's it. That's my life. Ground beef. Truth is, I gave my son the food. I walked out there. He was in the kitchen. Anyway, oh, hey, bro, you hungry? If my kids are hungry, I'm no longer hungry. I'm like, you can have that, bro. You can have the food. My wife made some steak last night. Some amazing steak picada with some white rice. It was just, her food is different, bros. I'm telling you, she's a different type of cat. All right, so we're good there. We're good there. Let me see something really quick. Oh, I can keep that open. Good, we're good. I'm just going through all my screens. All right, we're ready? Let's do it. All right, here's the first screen. This is my YOLO update. I'm at $28,285 into my GameStop investment. Currently invested on this stock, I have invested $30,144.18. I have 1,225 shares, a lot of shares to me, and I'm only down about $1,800, which is not much considering it's the lowest the stock has been in the full calendar year for us. We're as low as it gets right now. $22, $23, that's it. It's all you can do. Well, get ready. Get ready because 17 cents, guys, 27 cents from top to bottom. What the hell are you going to do? Wall Street, what are you guys going to do? If that's our variance, our little window there from 22.90 to 22.17, fluctuation of 27 cents today, just imagine if we wanted to come hit this over the head. Just, you wouldn't even know what to do. And we're just taking our time. 3.59 million shares traded back and forth today, guys. GameStop looking very healthy. Price to sales at 2.8. I tell you about price to sales because it's pretty funny that there's companies out here trading 100 to 200 times their sales. That's laughable. I don't know how much margin they think they're going to pull out of those sales, but I just laugh at overvalued things. That's it. I'm like, okay, they're all overvalued and we're undervalued. And I tell you, there's some people out there that try to get you to believe that we're undervalued or that we're overvalued. I'm sorry. That's not the case. Not at all. Check this out. I liked watching this video. There might be some commercials, but who knows? Are we ready? Huh. It wasn't ready. Okay, we'll try it again. Yeah, this idiot right here. Haters.
Cards on their website, submit them directly for
So
grading
now you can go,
through PSAs.
this is an older video, but you can go from buying a card on eBay, you can select to have it get sent straight to PSA and get graded. Buy raw cards and get them graded. These card gurus over here are pissed off about the process. Oh, you have to look at the card before you send it off. Haven't you ever bought something and it was the wrong thing? And it's just like, oh, God. Okay. They're looking for the negatives and everything, these dudes. But let's go look at them. They're going to open up some packs right now. Let me see. Not the Luca packs. It's over here. Let me see. I have to find it. Hold on, guys. I thought it was at 11 minutes. It's right around here. There. It's got to be coming up. Because they wouldn't be promoting shit until it's over. Here we go. Told you commercial. We're fine with commercial. Just let it play out.
Tailor my pitch to a more casual tech client. Translated into Spanish.
Put that on some bread, bro. No. You got to pay for bread? Oh, thank you.
Gracias.
Here you go.
Go
Pay
there
attention.
and register. So just for those of you selling, just wanted to give that information out as an FYI. Another big FYI is what Arena Clubs is doing. These new Crown Jewel slab packs that they dropped last Friday, $5,000 slab packs, or $4,000 with the 20% off coupon code SCI20. That is what to use that coupon code on. They got crazy stuff. We're not going to open one of those, but we are going to open some lesser expensive Ruby and Emerald packs. Who wants to go first today? Teapot, you want to go?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what Teapot gets. He's going to open up.
What did you open, do you know?
Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon. We got an Emerald Pokemon pack. All right, let's see what this is here. This is a high-end Pokemon pack here, Teapot. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's you got a first edition hollow.
For alligator.
Wow, first
edition for alligator.
That's pretty
Is this
good.
an omen,
Oh my
Jeff?
God,
Is it an alligator omen?
I hate it here.
This has to be a sign.
That's fantastic.
It has to be a sign.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that right there.
I don't know whether to root for
That
the
is
Gators
great.
or not.
And that was a PSA 9, not a PSA 10.
That
so
is great.
Not quite the best, but just next to the best.
At least root for us
likes
to be
runner up to best.
At least root for us to be Auburn, so I can stay out
I
and
will.
stay in
I am
Antonio a
rooting
couple
for
more
that.
days. Thank you.
Yeah.
Doug, what did you get? You got a Ruby pack.
Yeah, I went with Ruby.
Okay, so this is a little more of a value pack Ruby football here.
Football, yeah. I like the checklist, so I'm hoping to get something from that top tier of the checklist. Oh, Kirk Cousins. Local hero. But that's out of 2.
It is actually a cool card.
Yeah.
It is the snakeskin number
the green
2.
snakeskin's out of 2, but it's Kirk Cousins. So
I mean,
that would have been a hot card here in Atlanta.
We've got 3 hours to land a new tagline. What do you got?
So these guys are so happy to open up arena cards, arena club cards, opening them up, and they're all excited. These are the same haters that hated on GameStop, and that GameStop has power packs. The reason why I'm talking shit to these guys is because they're stuck with those cards that are graded by Arena, by the way. One of them was graded by Arena, the other one was graded by PSA. The reason why GameStop's partnership with PSA is correct, and they waited the right time to do all of what they're doing right now, is because you'll see the synergies from one platform to the next, and they got to the top of the tier. They're not using second party. It's not Class B, not Class C. This is Class A synergies from one company to the next. So GameStop has it perfect, what they're doing with their power packs. Here is the power pack website, guys. I told you we have to open up a silver, not a starter, to see what we can get. Let's go with the silver. Let's do it. All right. Boom. We're here. Let's go for it. And at least they show us the value of it right there, guys. This is going to be a PSA 9 Art de Viscus, whatever, V-Star. Comes in at $94. I paid $50 for it. Sell for $84.60 is what I could do. Sell it back to GameStop right now. And you guys know I'm in the business of making money for GameStop. So here's why I will sell the card back. So They take a fee, a 6% fee. Total payout's going to be $79.52. Not that I wouldn't keep this card. I don't even know who that is. And RCS. Before I do that, hold on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, okay. Just leave it there for a second. I want to go look this up really quick on population, on everything. So let's go over here. Let's look up. Let's go to PSA lookup. And there is a way. Certification, verification, boom. So this card is going to be 11,350 006. So 11. I think I could just paste and copy it if I'm not mistaken. I could have just kind of it. 0026. Okay. Let's see what happens. So this is the card that I just won. It says that it has a PSA estimate of $90. They're giving me 79 versus 90. The population is 8,387. It has a lot of population on this card here. And they're selling on eBay on auction for $72, $81, $98, $101 back in April. The peak of it all, $118 in March. So it actually had a really good scale. It went up, and then now it's coming back down. So that's the sales history. The population of this card shows you here. Total pop, they have PSA 9. There are 78,000 on the set, Crown Zenith. But on this card itself, which card was it again? I can't even remember. Let's see. It's how do you say it? Arcuous? I don't know how to say it. V-Star card. It's number 70, GG70. Okay. So we'll go down to GG70. Let's see where it says it right here. It's not one of those. Maybe it's even further down. Is there GGs in here? There's not. I don't know. See what I don't know? Whatever I don't know, I don't know. That's the truth. So, does that even make sense? You guys are going to love that one on the Meltdown. Meltdown loves me, bros. So, is it a VMAX? What is this card? You guys know this stuff better than me. V-Star. FAGG6. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do this. The other pricing thing I do. Right there. So go right here to price charting. There we go. This will give you a good idea. So PSA 10 is $250. 9 is $92.95. So there you go. So a 10. So if I break it up the slab and send it in, you tell me I can go up? Man, this might work out in my favor one day. But that's the life and breath of the card as far as value goes. Shout out to GameStop for having it. Not bad. Not bad. We will sell it to GameStop. I don't need to hang on to it. I'm fine. So there you go. Accept the buyback. No problem. Make them make that money. Buy another pack. Well, I have $79.52 of credit over here. I'll hang on to the money. You mean to tell me I made money? I made money, honey. Damn. Trying to get me? Are they trying to get me? Are they trying to get me to, look at if I go there. Oh man. 500. I guess I could go a little higher. Bro, I got my money back, bro. I got it all back. Oh man, I got it all back. Oh, shoot. I feel like a champion right now. What are we chasing? This is a new chase card right here, too. I saw this one. They got rid of the other chase cards. I mean, somebody got them. People open up these little ones a lot. Me, not so much, bro. All right, I'll leave the money there. I'm fine. Save it for a rainy day, guys. Rainy day. Remember when this website was everything? When I used to be like, yo, this is crazy. We got graded cards. Look at them. They're all here. They're all beautiful. Look at Charizard right here. PSA 10. Sword and Shield. Brilliant Stars Charizard. It's all here. They got new cards, man. Got a lot of new things going on. Little Pikachus. Damn. They're selling them. Everything's here. How many cards? 2,795. Is that the Misty Psyduck card? Oh, man. Everybody wants that card. Everybody wants this card. I heard one of my buddies won this card. They actually hit it. That's the card people like? Misty Side Duck. There it is. Yeah. Me personally, just saying, man. Just saying. Is it still pro week? It's double pro week, guys. Get down to GameStop. I'm a champion. I won. Oh, man. Get me off of that page, bros. I got to be careful. Got to be careful. I'm very responsible with my money, but let me tell you, I've seen some of you guys out there buying 40, 50 slabs. God bless you. A lot of new friends right now left YouTube. Oh, since he left YouTube, who knows? Who knows about him? Taxed. Sorry. There we go. Do you get waxed on that? Last time I got waxed, bro. Can I tell you about it? Woo! Yeah. Last time I got waxed. If this Neogen, that great, but you can tell that they're real Pokemon fans. They are greedy. Oh yeah, the Pokemon fans, they're real out there. They're crazy. Taxed. I don't know. I know you don't get taxed on buying because over there, taxed on selling, they take down your information. So yeah, I don't know. Marantz, is this still beta access still, or did you revert to alpha when you get the invite? Well, Doovie, I'm never a beta. We know that part. But I did get the alpha invite. I didn't get an email or anything. I just went and signed up for PSA. I went to PSA, downloaded the app, signed in with my GameStop sign-on, everything. I connected my emails to both. Once I did my PSA and knew that I had a vault access, an address, everything, then I went to GameStop, signed in with the same address, and it worked out. So I actually have a physical address. And I've been debating if I'm going to send this card in to the vault. Because I think if I put this card in on the vault, right, and it's with them forever, I never have to worry about it coming off my shelf, anything. But at the same time, if somebody wanted to offer me, like $20,000, then maybe I would sell this card. But to me, it's worth a lot more. I mean, this thing doesn't even have a value to it. I can't sell it. It was a gift from God. It was a gift from the channel. And there's people out here that support me, and they love me, and they respect me enough to send me gifts like this. And if you don't know what the hell this is, a Gold Star Umbreon Pop Series. Oh, this shit right here is a black cat. That is Binks, my cat, who passed away. Miss him. I have this new cat, Ziggy. He's awesome. I ain't gonna lie. He's awesome, bro. He sleeps right next to me. He like in and my wife's always like, "You're gonna smash him." I'm like, babe, he wants to lay on me. It's good. Who's buying slabs? You? You're buying slaps, bro. You're asking who's buying slabs? Who's buying slaps? Yeah, you. You're going to get slapped. This is crazy. I'm done. I'm so done chasing short squeezes and hot stickers. I'll stick with the GameStop fundamental story. Yeah, whoever was chasing things. What are you talking about chasing, bro? You chase things? Bro, I don't chase anything. Can people who don't live in the U.S. buy and trade cards in Europe, for example? I don't know how it's going to work internationally. I just know here in the States there are some degenerates. I know of a guy right now who has bought over $50,000 worth of cards on the damn website. And he's churned and he's ripped open over 1,000 packs. And I've seen some crazy cards come out. I've also seen some misses. And he's a different kind of collector. Like, he literally goes, oh, this one right here, there's only been one graded so far. Like, he checks out the whole history of the card, right? He's like, only one graded so far. No one grades this card. It's fine. I'll be the only one with the PSA 9 on it. I'm just going to keep it. Boom, and he puts it away. He goes, I'm going to keep all these. So he's keeping every card. I haven't seen him sell back many, but he's just keeping them. And there's people out there doing some crazy shit. They've got credit cards. They load up their Amex. They load up their Visa. They load up everything, and they're hitting the machine. They're hitting it, bro. A casino little slot machine might not take your credit card, but this shit will. This is vicious, guys. I made a whole video about these card bros, right? I don't know if you guys know them, of what it's like to be in the world of ripping cards. So, if you don't know what ripping cards is, if you guys don't know this whole terminology of how it's used, this is what people are tapping into right now. This is why I did the interview with the Drip CEO. The Drip website allows you to sell on the platform just like Whatnot. And this is what you're tapping into, the world of collectibles. So I'm going to give you an example, okay? of what all this means. Just I want to eat some meat real quick. This is how it works in the card world. So, about a year ago, 2 years ago, I had this influencer that I met tell me, hey, the biggest thing that's going to happen right now, it's changing. It's called shopping online, shopping live. And I said, what do you mean, shopping live? And they go, we sell products to you in the store. And we're like this, hey, all right, guys, here we go. Umbreon Celebrations Pokemon right here. This card is worth $400 right now. We're going to allow you to bid on this card. Anyone who wants to bid in the chat, you can bid, blah, blah, blah. Or who wants to buy it? You could even buy it. It's in the shop right now, guys. $400. Take home. You buy it. We're going to send it home to you. We'll ship it to you. Get it there in 3 business days. And then somebody in the chat is scrolling through and goes out there and buys it. Boom. All right. Here we go. Michael Diamond Broski went ahead and bought this right here. Michael bought it. So thank you so much, Michael, for the buy. Dude, sheesh. He's amazing. Oh, this guy's amazing. But hey, we got more great deals coming up to you right now, guys. Don't forget, you can go ahead and bid right now. We've got Link right here for your NES and Metroid original games for Nintendo. It's the gold edition, guys. It's $40. $40. Anybody want to buy it right now? Here we go. Yes, hey, bought it for $40. Oh my God. I knew you were a gamer. Oh, you're a real collector. I know what it's all about, guys. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends about us. Next up is going to be the no-name game. Hey, guys, listen to me. You don't know what game it is, and neither do I, but it is a game, and this is a special game. It's a packaged game, guys. Guess what? You buy it, I won't tell you what it is, but it could be anything. It couldn't be Killer Instinct, because this comes in black. But this new Super NES game that you will never know what it is until you put it in and push play. It could be yours, guys. Right now, we're going to start the bid at $10. Do we have $10? Do I have 20? Do I have 15? Awesome. Congratulations. You're amazing. Guess what? Next one up, Venusaur. Oh, babe. This thing right here, you can only get this exclusive from GameStop. This big-ass print of Venusaur, promo card, Stellar Crown. Oh, my God, you can't even afford that card. It's there. Don't worry, guys. It's there. That's the hit. All right, guys. Check this out. I'm telling you right now, go to the store. You're going to buy it's called Marantz Rantz Diamond Packs. Marantz Rantz Diamond Packs. You'll never be able to see what cards they are, guys. You know, I have them here. I have them listed 1 to 3,000. Pick a number between 1 and 3,000. Oh, I got somebody buying 3 packs, 3 cards. What's the number you picked? 7? Okay, cool. 7. Oh, no, 3. Got 3. Take it off the screen. Don't even show people. There's a 5 card, and he's going to hit the number 7 card. All right, here we go, guys. Here's the 3, 5, and 7. All odd numbers. I'm going to show you what he won. This is what you won. Don't worry, we're going to ship it to you in a nice special package. Matter of fact, when we ship it to you, don't forget that every time you buy cards here on this channel, I send you guys free Pokemon stickers. That's right. There you go. But here we go. The cards that he hit. Are you ready? Here we go. Charmander. Woo, congratulations. Oh, what a hit. It's a reverse holo. There's 2 reverse holos. Oh, my God. They're amazing. I've been waiting for these all week. Fucking fakers. Fucking breakers. These liars. If you guys even knew what it's like, bro. You go to these live streams, and these dudes on TikTok are just fucking, buy this, buy that. Oh, sheesh. Sheesh. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, he's so amazing. Oh, bro. All I did was do this. Oh, man. Put it all back. Oh, no, bro. So let me tell you, I opened up a pack last. Let me open up that pack. Let me rip that pack for you guys. I'm going to send it right to you. Are we shipping or ripping? Are we shipping or ripping? All right, we're shipping. No, we're ripping. We're going to rip right now. Cool, look what we got in the pack, bro. We got a Corey Seager. It's on the blue. Corey Seager, it's on the blue. Oh, my God. This is the actual promo inside. You just never know. Hey, you hang out here long enough, you never know what type of slabs you're going to get from us. We're just sitting here full of slabs, man. We just got them everywhere, dude. They're just falling off the desk. We got slabs to give away. Let me explain to you about wheeling and dealing on the internet and why I'll never do it. Bick, I got 10 on it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Just listen, okay? The hardest part about this shit, about what these guys are doing, they open up these little shops online and they start selling Pokemon and cards and they're ripping in front of you and they have a tremendous markup. The markup is scalper-like. It's seldom that I find it at retail pricing. When I find it at retail pricing, I acknowledge and I buy and I go for it. But it's really hard to find retail. These guys, they're coming out with ETBs for $100, $110. And now they're all stuck with inventory. They're all stuck with inventory so bad because they're trying to tell you that the Pokemon boom is over. We just hit the top of it. GameStop, that's it. They ruined it all. It's mass saturation. But GameStop has trained their shoppers to go every Friday and Saturday. Buy the shelf and leave. Buy it all out. Buy accessories. Buy everything you want with it. Cool. Whatever else you want to get. But you're already coming. You're a destination shop 4 times a month, no matter what. And the people are coming. And they're buying every card you have. Cool. The thing with these card breakers, they know that there's a new product coming out every 3 to 6 months. And they're trying to get through their whole inventory. And the prices drop as they go. The prices are dropping because no one's buying it. I had a dude. I was in line at GameStop. I had a dude walk up, and he's such a slime ball. Such a slime ball. He goes, "Hey, man." Starts handing out his cards, business cards. "Hey, guys, if you guys are looking for product, don't worry about it. I know they're going to sell it, but I got product at home. I got all this shit at home, bros. Here you go." And I'm saying to myself, this fucking scalper, dude. This is the type of guy that I'm trying to avoid because the kids want the product, right? Like, I had somebody attack me and say, "Marantz, you're waiting outside of GameStop taking away from the kids." I'm like, dude, do you see all these adults out here? They're not kids in line. There's adults. And I'm the only one here buying it for the kids. I'm going to give away every single card I buy. I give them all away, guys. Ask Anthony. Ask AJ. I'm sitting there scrambling. Could you believe it? And Anthony saw my pack. Anthony, you saw how many cards I gave away and how empty this box was when I was done. This box is full. This box is full again. 2 months later, 1 month later, I'm full on Pokemon cards again because I'm buying them any which way I can to give them away to the kids to support the hobby. I go get them graded for you. I go put them in sleeves for you. Do everything I can to support the hobby for the kids to learn and how to collect. And I pray that those cards that were gifted to the channel from numerous viewers, I pray those cards found a good home and they promoted someone or opened up the eyes to collecting again. I really do. Just one. 1 out of 50, 1 out of 40, 1 out of 20. It would mean so much to me. I don't need the viewers. I don't need to be like, "Hey, you need to download the app to watch me on the show." I don't care about me. I care about you. So these guys who are selling shit online, they'll bait you, man. They'll bait you. And it was somebody here told me on the channel, said, "Yo, Marantz, be careful when you buy cards online." They told me this last year. They said, "Be careful when you buy it on TikTok or Line or whatever." So, because they're going to get you, bro. They'll get you hooked. They talk to you. They befriend you. The minute you walk in, they don't even know. They can see it. So-and-so walked in the room. They go, "Hey, yo, Marantz is here. What's up, Marantz? How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing good. The floor is open." And then you go ahead and you say, all right, I'm here. Let me spend $10. Let me buy a pack or two. Here you go. Boom. Oh, no hits on that one, but you're hot. You're due, man. You're due. Get another one. Let's go. Oh, it buys a whole booster box. Let's do it. Let's get ready to rip and ship. Let's do it. Ah, no hits. Ah, man. Hey, did you see the cards we hit last night? Yeah, we opened up 2,000 packs, but hey, we hit this one card. It's like that. It's like that. And people get hooked, and people buy too much, and people can't, I don't. Me, you got to have money to buy it. I don't have money. Second, I would never. I don't leverage myself that way. So I understand power packs. I understand the addiction of it, I guess it's going to be, you walk up and you have this impulse to just buy and buy and buy, but I want to show you that you can walk away. You can say no. I see people in the chat on Twitter. I see people everywhere, and they're already getting greedy, or with the chance of chasing, and then they're still collecting. I don't have a problem collecting at all. If you're going to collect and you're going to sit on it and that's what you're going to do and you have the money to do it, you're a big person. You're a big boy. I just want you to be aware that there's an elephant in the room. And that element of greed can eat you alive. That's it. That's all I'm going to tell you. The only thing that ever eats me alive is that I took the Venusaur that I opened up and ripped myself out of 151s. I got it graded, and I gave it away to an ungrateful nephew. That's the only thing I get pissed off about. That kid will never remember who gave him the card, why he has it, what it is. Nah, these kids forget by tomorrow. You give them a card, they throw it in the sink, and they will keep walking. I could have gave that shit to AJ. AJ, at least, he respects Pokemon cards, and he's like, hell yeah. You got to find kids who love it. That's why I have so many damn cards, because I'm trying to find people who actually love collecting, who are just not as as fortunate as us to get all the cards and do what we do. Nah, man, I'm tired. I'm like, no, I'm only giving to people who matter. Shit. Line up AJ, guys. I'm giving them all the cards. It's like modern scratchers. Yeah. It's exactly what it is. What's the name of that ripper that stole that card live on the stream? Oh, there's plenty of them, Sergio. Plenty of them. They'll hide it. I've seen it. Like they go, they've done it a couple of different ways. A couple of different ways is they know which number is the hit. So they go, hey man, pick a number between 1 and 10. And you'll say 5. And they'll go, oh man, 1 and 10, guys, you get the hit. You guys ready? He picked number 5. And they go, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. All right. Here's the hit. Here's what they got. I don't even know what card this is, but it's supposed to be really good. These cards are all worth like $40, believe it or not. Believe it or not, bros. I got them. I got them all. So these are some shiny-ass cards from like the Japan set, the newest one. This is like the newest shit from Black and White. But I got them all. And they were all worth something, like some crazy amount of money. I don't know. The reverse hollow. And pretty cool. Pretty cool. I just give them all away. I give them all away. I don't care one bit. But yeah, so they just count them fast, they count them wrong, and they don't number them right. You don't have to do any of that. Just go to GameStop, go to powerpacks.com, and you do it. When did they mess up your names? A while ago. Somebody came and showed me that. I didn't even know what it was. Hey man, that impulse buy is hard to resist. Gambling is easy. Self-control is the goal. Yeah, let me teach you it. I mean, you guys rather watch me than naked girls online, right? Like, is your wife aware, your spouse, your partner, are they aware that like you'd rather watch Marantz Rantz than go to Pornhub or OF? You'd rather do that. You'd be like, man, I ain't gonna be like this. I swear to you, it could be like big booties. And you're right there. Big O this, right? Whatever you're looking at. I don't know. And then it's like, Marantz Rantz, new video up. You go, oh shit, hold on. And I'm right there. I'll be your Huckleberry. Hell yeah. I know what it's like. She knows I watch you. Exactly. Facts. You see, look at this. I'm saying all facts. Do your girls know? Boom. There you go. Who knows? I don't want to switch my career. I like what I'm doing. I don't want to switch up and start selling shit. Marantz adding auctioneer to the resume. Can I get a 55, 60? Sold. Get ready. Bed Bath & Beyond investors going to be looking for jobs. These guys are really going to find out what's going on. New friends. God bless all you guys. I'm buying some slaps, bros. I don't know how much they cost, but can people? Yeah, I don't know about that question. I get excited for Marantz. Ooh. Bro, that's me. You talk that ish. Yeah. Where's Hulk Hogan? He was in the chat. No one asked that question ever. Hulk Hogan's been dead for about a month now, a couple of weeks. I mean, like, I like being a tendy man, but Michael Venuti is my OG. Oh, is that what it is? I didn't know the difference. I don't know. My lady knows. I listen to Marantz in the shower. Bro. This guy says, I applied to a retail store. Wish me luck. I wish you luck, bro. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm going to tell you. And me, I got to look at the stock. We got about 30 more minutes on this market today, guys. Looking healthy. 23.10 right now. Like I told you, the window's small for GameStop. Go ahead and look at the chart really quick. I will return. You know I will. But call your mother.
Sure, it's all fucked, it's time to come on. Wall Street made bets, but they all wrong. Playing chicken with the Voltron King Kong. World finance war, this ain't a small bomb. Ape army with the GME shares, hodl. Bad bets blow up, now Wall Street to Chernobyl. World totally changed under the guidance. If apes dust settle, then the world starts thriving.
Oh God, been a long time coming. Justice for all of the Wall Street corruption. Kenny boy better answer them summons. Karma for all of the financial destruction. Base thumping while market is dumping. Naked short criminals on the water, they sunken. Liquidity is shrunken, like who would've thunk it? Retail DRS stock, we slam dunk it. Mortgage-backed security is crashing. 2008's the last time this happened. Remember the reaction, remember the collapses. Impact tilt financial world axis. When market crashes, man, it's gonna be heavy. Apes tried warning million times already. People won't listen, the ignorance is deadly. So maybe my music can reach you directly.
Sure, it's all fucked, it's time to come on. Wall Street made bets, but they all wrong. Playing chicken with the Voltron King Kong. World finance war, this ain't a small bomb. Ape army with the GME shares, hodl. Bad bets blow up, now Wall Street to Chernobyl. World totally changed under the guidance. If apes dust settle, then the world starts thriving.
What happens with an extremely complex system is that it leads naturally to this level of inequality and this level of exploitation.
Goldman Sachs on a firing spree while J-Pow try to give inspiring speech. Retail fatigue, oh, it's tiring me. Buying GME shares, then relax on the beach. Harvest my weed, then I smoke till I choke. Get paid by the GME shares till I'm broke. The acorn grow oak, the garden it take time. Buy shares like seeds, give water and sunshine. When DRS their mind, they're not held in a broker. Why give power to supervillain the Joker? Fine print says you're not the shareholder. Why surrender your property? You're the owner. Say it with me, DRS. Do you want to own your shares? Yes? Cheers to a future blessed but less stressed. Now we take back what's rightfully ours to possess. In the old way we lay it to rest.
Sure, it's all fucked, it's time to come on. Wall Street made bets, but they all wrong. Playing chicken with the Voltron King Kong. World finance war, this ain't a small bomb. Ape army with the GME shares, hodl. Bad bets blow up, now Wall Street to Chernobyl. World totally changed under the guidance. If apes dust settle, then the world starts thriving. Sure, it's all fucked, it's time to come on. Wall Street made bets, but they all wrong. Playing chicken with the Voltron King Kong. World finance war, this ain't a small bomb. Ape army with the GME shares, hodl. Bad bets blow up, now Wall Street to Chernobyl. World totally changed under the guidance. If apes dust settle, then the world starts thriving.
But it doesn't mean it makes any sense. That's part of the problem, is you can't explain to a rational person how you can have more than the entire float of a company short. And so I think the retail community saw this, and they saw an opening to potentially attack the existing system, and they were right.
All right, guys, we're back. And welcome back. We got Ziggy in the house. Want to spend some time with Ziggy. Ziggy's my homie. This is our new family cat, little kitten that we rescued. Ziggy was at the shelter. Right there, there's Ziggy looking around. I know. Here, I'll let you play. Here, play right there. Go, go, let go, let go. There you go. Let it go. There you go. Play in the room. He's never been in my room, so he's not used to it. He's looking around. Let him have fun. He's gonna find out what it's all about. Little man's got to get comfy next to me while I play video games and hang out in here and do my show. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. The Discord's completely open still, guys. The link is there if you guys do want to talk about it. If you have a question or anything like that, you can come in. I don't know why I'm out of breath, running around, getting the cat coming back. He's hard to chase down sometimes. Yeet, that's terrible. You guys are funny. Sergio, I like the pictures you guys put up. I see some buy orders in the Discord. Good job, guys. Shout out to the Real DMT. He has those songs that are there. I don't even really listen that much. I'm surprised he didn't come home with 3 of them that day. That was the actual option. So our boy Ziggy had 2 brothers, and my wife was like, "Hey, we got to take all 3." And I was like, "Yo, I'm down to take 2 at most. All 3, never." And because we've done that before, we've done the whole world. And he was the little guy. He was the runt of the litter. And the other 2, the way my wife said it was, we'll take him, give him the great life. The other 2, they're getting adopted anyway, because they were getting adopted. So it wasn't, but somebody took 2 of them, and we took 1. And that's what went down. So Ziggy's the man. Ziggy's the new cat. My wife named him Ziggy because all the zigzags in his fur. He got a lot of zigzags. He's checking out the whole scene, bro. So I like looking at the cat all day. He's a tight ass dude. But anyway, back to the show. Back to you, I guess. We do have plenty to look at the market right now. Let me go look at it because now that the day's played out, things have changed. Okay, I want to show you. Well, open door. Oh yeah, we can go look at the whole list of this stuff. Let's go do it. All right. So as I look up all these charts here, I see some people had big changes, i.e. open door, 20% up. Remember that I called it a pump and dump. I would never touch it. I saw EVGO. I would never touch it. It's up 9%. Something's down. Dogecoin, down. It's at 22 cents today, man. Damn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for people who want to stay in it forever. There's some people out there, but not me. It was good. 22 cents is big, though. If you knew how much we had at the time, like I had a ton of Doge, and if you could have put 30,000 into there at the price points and everything, I mean, I don't even know where I'd be today. It would be crazy. I wouldn't want it though. I don't want it that way. Never. SPY looks good. Okay, we're fine. Let's go look at markets. So we have more advancers and decliners today, guys. Over 3,500 advancers versus decline. That's just what you look at on breadth. If you come down here, we have some really good earnings coming out. I pay attention to Walmart. You know, I was dealing with some ignorant people, and they were coming out and they were like, hey, man, such and such stock is so much better than Walmart. Walmart's the worst stock ever. It's only $100. And I about like stopped dead in my tracks, dude, when I heard that. To say that it's a terrible stock because it's only worth $100 was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. It's up to $800 billion as a company, and it has tons of equity. So you couldn't compare a whatever stock you think is worth more. Walmart's fine. Walmart's doing great. But GameStop's doing equally as great. All right, let's go. We're here. Top 10 gainers. Let me see percentage-wise. All these are the gainers for the day. I just got to see if I see anybody I like that I want to talk about. Nope, none of them. We're fine. The decliners, the ones who are losing all the money in the world. These guys lost 5% already. They're nobody that we need to talk about. We're fine. I don't care about options and volume. I'll never talk about that. The companies that own Bitcoin that are trading up right now. So let's go look at the daily. Remember, Bitcoin, all-time high. This company bought Bitcoin, from what I know, FAAS, or plans to. They made an announcement. It ran, coming back down. Same thing with KWM. It made the announcement from Bitcoin, way down at the bottom, jumped up, coming back down. DJT, same deal. Going to buy Bitcoin, had a rip, still running. Yeah, not for me. Asset, no different. Hey, we're going to buy Bitcoin. We're doing it now. Jumped up, coming all the way back down. This might be a pennant. We'll have to see if it all completes. You know, there's this gap, if it ever gets past it or not. Ziggy came back to me. Hey, Ziggies. How you doing, Papa? He's good. Tesla, not looking bad, although, you know, Tesla looks like it's prepped for something real soon. I'll show you what I see. I see this on the daily. I see the push down. I see this as well. So either we're going to have a breakout to the top or the bottom. We'll find out very soon how they want to push. So that's Tesla. Riot owns a lot of Bitcoin. It's still going up and to the right. I don't have a problem with that either. Mara, Bitcoin, same thing, up and to the right. Still going. Not bad. Bitcoin, back down, right? Bitcoin went all the way to 124. And on the daily, you see it come back down. It's going to be consolidating again, and hopefully it'll have a leg up. We'll find out very soon. But certainly for GameStop and the way it announces, it doesn't. I drew these lines on MicroStrategies a while ago. What do you know? It's happening. We'll see how it all works out for MicroStrategies. They got to be able to hold this line right here. If they can hold that line, then they'll be okay. But if not, it falls down, then it stretches them out even longer. There's my boy. My boy's out here running around. And then, of course, GameStop. Doesn't make any sense for it to be here where it's at today. But from June all the way to now, 2 months of sideways action while people are buying in and holding it and just repositioning. You've seen every institution announce they're buying in more, and that all their cost base is over $23, $24 a share. Everyone has bought in on this damn thing. They're holding it. This is getting ready to rip. You would never know it if you looked at the chart. If you looked at GameStop's chart, you would never know that it is in the shape it's in as a company. You would think this is a struggling company, one that can't win. But I will just remind you, if you ever need to be reminded, that GameStop is an up and to the right type of company right now. They have it going sideways. It's still jagged to the right. I'll move this whole chart. If I do it this way, you're still going down to bounce right out of here. Downward channels bounce up, believe it or not, and we'll see how it all works out. Let me delete this really quick. Let me give you a trending channel from here to here. That is going up, okay? The trending channel shows you that we're up. We're at the bottom of this trend. If you don't know that it's going up, there's a small incline, a grade incline, and it's going. So that's one thing. Another thing about this company is you started way down here, and you're way over here. Okay? That is the direction of the company. Don't be confused by all of this in between. This is the direction of the company. A lot of companies can do this. Certainly successful companies. All these other guys are not successful. They don't make a profit. They don't have cash. They don't have leadership. They don't have you. It's all those things. GameStop's currently trading at 2x on book, which is quite laughable. 2.07 on book. The S&P right now is averaging over 5x on book as far as how you trade versus your assets. It says, okay, boys, it's that time of the year. Let's go Cowboys. Your mail partner. So I have mail. I have packages at the house. Okay, got you. I'll get the mail coming. I'll find time sometime today. As far as the Cowboys go, not going to happen. Let me tell you something about these Cowboys. I went and saw them in person, right? And they look terrible. They look terrible. So I got the over-under of one game. They go against Philly, the first game of the season. They're going to lose bad. Cowboys have no offensive line. It's that bad. So, it's bad. I don't think it has anything to do with Jerry Jones. Like, there's a couple of things in this world that you need to have to be successful. And in football, you need to have a great coach. If you don't have a great coach and an offensive-minded coach, one that can develop schemes and or defense the same way, it's going to show, it's going to prove itself. The Cowboys lost their defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, and gave him to the Washington Commanders. They went to the NFC Championship. Okay. He was the best defensive coordinator in the history of the NFL as of just a couple of years ago. That's how good they were on defense, the Cowboys were. If they would have had that defense with Tony Romo and not the golf clapping Jason Garrett, they would have won Super Bowls. But they don't have that. They have a terrible quarterback and a terrible team because of the lack of coaching. That's the truth about the Cowboys. Coaching really matters. Go look at Andy Reid. Go look at the way he's coached over all the years, and any place he coaches, it happens. Dan Campbell, is that his name? The Lions, phenomenal coach. And he used to be a Cowboy, and he should be. Sean Payton the same way. Plenty of coaches out there can make the difference for your team. It has nothing to do with the owner in the box who signs the checks. Nothing. I've seen the defenders. I mean, we have some really good defenders, guys who can ball. That doesn't matter. You don't have an offensive line. They couldn't block anyone. Maybe the Cowboys' defense is that good. What's up, Ziggies? What's up, Ziggs? Ziggs over here playing around. He's finding stuff to play with. He's good. So, Redskins are my jam. Thanks for Dan Quinn. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the damn problem, bro. Trash. Ugh. Even with the good coach, Marantz, you want to draft certain players, Jerry steps in and messes it up. What good coach? Did I miss something, Hulk Hogan? What good coach? Barry Switzer won a damn Super Bowl with a team of ballers. Coach did what exactly? Allowed them to play? The owner did what? Did he stop them from playing? No. I'm telling you, if you have that talent and you bring in a Wade Phillips and you bring in a Jason Garrett, get your shit out of here, bro. The check down master himself, all they did was throw check downs, and you had T.O. You had Miles Austin. You had DeMarco Murray. You've had the greatest running backs and wide receivers, tools at every position. Jason Witten, you've had it all. You had linemen like Larry Allen, linemen like Travis and Troy. I mean, you've had, what is it, Nick? Everybody was great. You had an all-world offensive. You know who has the best offensive line in the last 10 years? The Dallas Cowboys. Go do your homework. They're the best team possible. And yet you put in a fake-ass quarterback like Dak, and this is what happens. Oh, Dak's trash. Dak is god-awful. He's a big boy. Got big legs, big arm. He can throw. He can't throw for shit. Every time he drops back, you hold your breath. You're nervous. No. You should have got me Kirk Cousins. You could have drafted any Tom, Dick, and Harry. It wouldn't matter. And here I am. I'm stuck with Dak. And then they made sure they didn't bring in any backups to even threaten him his whole 7 years so far because they saw what happened with Tony. Tony had the blessing of the whole team. The minute he gets hurt, you put in the hot young rookie. And I say hot young rookie because it could have been anybody with that team that they had in 2016. And here you go. Tony Romo's coming off an MVP season. He lost it by like 10 votes to Aaron Rodgers. Get out of here, bro. I'll confuse stock market talk with sports all damn day. Get out of here. The Bears are looking great. What? Oh, shit. Caleb Williams is still the quarterback over there, right? Okay, good. Bears ain't going to win shit. Caleb Williams is terrible. Terrible. Oh, had to watch him at USC just get overrated. God awful. God, bro, give me Shador Sanders before you give me this Caleb Williams. Shador looking nice on his first game. Dylan Gabriel, not so much, huh? I don't watch football, guys. I don't watch sports at all. There's room for improvement. Yeah, like winning. Jimmy Johnson, Dave Campo. I mean, okay. You had Dave Campo, and then who was the other the other coach you had? You had another coach with them. Caleb Williams, like, what? What is that? Like, he likes to paint his fingernails? I mean, so? What if I painted my fingernails? What would that mean? I'm still a manly man. That's it. Phil, for real, that ain't fingernail polish. That's shit. You gotta learn how to wipe. Hey, what are you doing, Ziggs? Ziggy's out here playing with shit, bro. This is why you can't have cats, bro. Cats out here just messing around with shit. Bill Parcells, no, before him. Bill Parcells sucked too, by the way. He said, bro, you can't say that out loud, bro. I'm not allowed to say stuff like that. There's no way I could say that kind of stuff. I won't even be alive if I say that. All I'm saying is Jones wants to meddle in the decision-making process, which causes strains in relationships. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think you know what the hell Jerry Jones is doing. Jerry Jones is in there just saying, you know what? I write the check. I make the decision. I don't have a problem with it, honestly. What I didn't like about him is the way he talked to that radio host. When the radio host questioned some of the free agency signing, the way he's going about it, and he said, I'll fire you right now. You only have a job because, I mean, it was like crazy talk. Like he's asking you a question that he's supposed to ask. If you just want yes, man, you just want the world that way, don't come around me. Because I'll ask all the right questions. All right. Anyway, enough about sports, bros. Sports is trash every day of the week. And always will be. I just want to thank you guys for showing up with me again today. I got to get going at this point. I mean, we have Power Hour. It's ending in 9 minutes. We'll watch the market play out. GameStop did not move at all. I mean, this is phenomenal. Considering the volume at 4 million shares, not even 1% of the float traded today. This is how dry-ass this stock is. People look for volatility. People look for things to trade and talk about. That's why they're doing Open Door, and that's why they're pushing it. But Open Door is a failed company. They make no money. I don't care what people try to tell me. And they're like, well, housing, it's going to bounce back. It's going to do this. Like, you've got to buy the company that's in housing. I said, no, you don't. You're not going to buy it at that price. It's already trading at 5 times book. It doesn't make a single dollar. It's trash as hell. I will see you in January, as usual, when they're all sitting there on the couches. LOL. Bro, I just told you they're going to win one game. What the hell? What the hell's wrong with you, man? They win more than one game, I'm a winner. I picked it right. I got the over-under at one game. See, I can't have Ziggs in here. Ziggs is over here trying to eat cords and shit, bros. I'm catching him right now. I'm trying to teach him. I might kick him. What's up, bro? Come here. Oh no, I can't. I can't even bend down and pick him up. This how. Oh, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah, Ziggy's. What are you doing, bro? You're supposed to be in the room learning how to navigate the room. Look at the stock. Looking okay. All right, guys. We're going to be taking off. I'm going to go play with my cat. I'll see you guys. He's amazing. Hey, what's up, boy? What's up, boy? He's amazing, this little dude. He loves GameStop like we all do. Yeah, there he goes. He wants to go play around. I know what you want to do. You want to go run. And if you fall from here, bro, mom will have me, bro. I'll die. I will die. No. Stay right there. All right, I got to go. I got to take him somewhere. Yeah, let him go to the room. He wants to go back to the ground. Go to the ground. Okay, there you go. He knows he's way up high. See, he's smart, dude. He knows he's high, so he wasn't going to let go of my damn hoodie. You're good, bro. There he goes. Running around again like a jungle gym. Don't take advice from Rico, as you always tell us. See you tomorrow, Ziggy. Yeah, oh yeah, bro. Hey, Rico, middle name, don't. Knows. Yeah, that's how it goes down sometimes. All right, guys, I'm going to keep grinding. If you guys see videos from me, you know what it is. I'm about this life right now. I really am. Let's see what we can do. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. It's been a great day, millionaires. Hope you guys learned some stuff on the show.